What's up, Greg? I'm sure we've all seen the genre on YouTube by now of YouTubers flaunting their wealth. I feel like every couple weeks we get a new like FaZe Rug house tour, or like Jeffree Star gets a new Lamborghini and we all have to look at it. But unless you find yourself sitting on the couch with nothing to watch on YouTube at like 7 p.m. at night every night, you might not have fallen down the same rabbit hole I have, which is like insane opulence YouTube. Granted, FaZe Rug, he is rich. Jeffree Star is even richer, but these videos by this dude producer Michael are like on a completely different level. Producer Michael is so rich that I think he would consider David Dobrik poor. Basically, he runs a YouTube channel where he goes around and sort of explores the finer things in life. He goes to jewelry stores to look at like really expensive watches. He goes to like $100 million houses to do tours. And I think my favorite thing about producer Michael is that while you might think that like just by being this rich, you would be qualified to talk about like really expensive watches, like, oh, he must know all about this kind of stuff. He is not qualified. He is perhaps the most clueless person that could possibly be doing these videos. In this TikTok, he is surprised to learn that he is in possession of and is currently wearing an earring that is worth $5 million.
What is that thing you're wearing?
It's a red diamond, would you like to see it?
You don't understand. This thing right now, do you know how much this is worth? $5 million.
Michael is the quintessential clueless rich person. He does not have a single clue what is going on. He is like unbelievably wealthy. The things that he shows off in his videos are so unnecessarily like ostentatious. And I think that's really clear in this video, $2 million diamond covered shoes.
So we're back with Jason of Beverly Hills. This time we're in his VIP suite.
So right off the bat, this is like a scenario that nobody's ever been in ever. So it's like the least relatable thing in the world. But I guess that's sort of the appeal of videos like this, is I guess you really get to see how like the most insanely wealthy people in the world live. I didn't even know that jewelry rooms had VIP sections.
I don't think they're real gold. There's a lot of them, or it might just be a reflection, but it's really cool, isn't it?
I love that.
Yeah, it might just be a reflection, but I'm not sure. One thing you gotta know about Michael is that he's never gonna find out. He'll say in his videos a million times, it might be this way, and I don't know. And I can guarantee you right now, he's not gonna find out for you. He's just gonna kind of casually speculate on it, and then he's gonna move on.
Would you like something to drink?
Oh, yes, please. Sparkling water. Adam will have the same. I'm choosing it for him.
Although, I do see beer taps back there.
No beer, Adam.
So stern with the no beer Adam. Like, I'm wondering, did something happen before?
No beer, Adam.
I feel like Adam has definitely had some sort of workplace incident involving beer.
Wow, this is lovely.
Oh, I already see lots of sparkly things.
Wow. What have you got your eyes on?
Really great commentary so far. They just sort of walk in and silently stare at the diamonds for a few minutes. What are you looking at over there? Rings? Cool. I'm looking at bracelets. Nice. But eventually they make their way over to a pair of $2 million diamond covered shoes.
Michael Blakey shoes. I could wear these, right?
I know. These are all diamonds.
How do you know?
When I'm telling you this man has absolutely no expertise, this is what I mean. Oh, these shoes are covered in diamonds. How do you know? How can you tell that? How do you know these are diamonds? It's like, I don't know, because I looked at them. But some of them could be glass, right? Not too much else interesting happens in this video. The owner of the jewelry store shows up. He sort of enters like Darth Vader. How are you? There's also a portion of this tour where the owner's wife is also behind glass. Like she's in a different room, kind of just like, oh man, I wish I could hang out in the VIP lounge. Now, many of you may have heard about the One. It was like being marketed as the most expensive house in the world. It's like this insane mansion in LA. It was just in the news recently because it was selling for $500 million and they couldn't find any buyers for it. And so I think that it was like foreclosed on, and then finally it was sold at auction for like $150 million, which is obviously still insanely expensive, but like, damn, that's like $350 million below asking. And about a year ago, Michael was able to actually tour the house with the man who designed and built the house himself, the lucky winner of negative $350 million, Niall Niami. They make it seem like this house is gonna be the coolest thing you've ever seen. Like we're about to see some really sick, like bat cave type mansion. But I gotta be honest, this house is so boring. Basically, if you can picture every modern mansion in LA, like the white tile on the floor and everything looks like angular, this is a Minecraft house. It's just a really big version of it. There it is. In all all its glory. This house is so big it makes my stomach churn. The whole time I was watching this tour, I was kind of just like, I would feel so stressed living here, knowing that like on any given day, honestly in any given month or year, there's no way I could possibly utilize all of this house. A couple weeks ago, I bought this candle that I put on my desk, and then afterwards I realized that I don't really like how it smells that much, and so it's just been kind of sitting here, and I've burned it a few times, but just it sitting here is like making me feel bad for buying it, because I know I'm not really not gonna use it much. So to imagine a house that costs probably, I don't know, like 5 billion times as much as this candle, I can't do the math in my head that quick. It's a very stressful thought, and it really makes you wonder, who is buying this house? Who thinks they need this house, you know? And in case you're wondering, it is like the owner of Fashion Nova who bought it. That's who bought it, so.
We are at the largest house in the urban world. And what gets better than that, we are with the one and only Niall, who is the visionary behind this. He built this.
Yep, what makes the tour even better is that we are getting a glimpse into the man, the absolute psychopath that made this house, Niall. This dude is an enigma. Him and Michael together are just like the two most eccentric rich people I've ever seen. The way they interact is wild, and after watching like 2 minutes of Niall, you'll be like, yeah, it makes sense that this is the guy that built this house.
Whoa! Guys, I have never been in this house before. This is the first time walking through the door.
Really great commentary, dude. You've just entered the most expensive house in the world, and the only thing you can say is, I've never been here before. And that's pretty, and I have no further comment on the matter. Like, how does this guy get these gigs, man? He does not know anything about anything. Wow, holy shit, this place is big. So that's the tour then, and I get to go home. Oh, there's more rooms? Oh, sick. It's like watching a cooking competition show, but like that master chef or whatever is trying everybody's dishes, and he's like, I've never eaten cake before, but this is good. This is cake. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is all cake like this, or is cake usually better than this, or this is good cake? Yeah, I like it.
The house is surrounded by water, so we have little moats, and we have a total of 7 water features and swimming pools combined. But this office, you'll see every single wall in this office touches water, so it's like it's floating.
Yes, that's exactly what I want when I pay $500 million for a house. I want to look out the window and see what looks like a mall, like wishing fountain. Is it just me, or is this like the ugliest like water feature in a house you've ever seen? Like the tile grout already has like a ton of dirt in it. There's like a filter thing right here. I feel like they could have done more to make this look nice. Also, what the fuck, dude? Nobody needs a moat in their house.
So the next room we're going to go to is the formal living room, and the formal living room, I designed it like the Plaza Hotel in New York, where you could have multiple meetings at the same time. It was very important for me that the house feels comfortable and warm.
He just said I wanted this house to feel warm and comfortable. This is the least warm and comfortable house I've ever seen. His feet are literally like squeaking on the floors of the hall as he walks through, and he's still like, yeah, this place is nice and warm and comfortable, huh? Nice and homey feeling in here. I don't at all feel like I'm walking through a mall right now. Every piece of furniture in this house is like so sharp it looks like it would cut you, and he's like, yeah, it's really like inviting and friendly, right?
Check this out. Is this not the Four Seasons? I
Or
feel
the
like
Plaza.
I'm in the
One
Four
of the two.
Seasons.
Is that a good thing? Yeah, I kind of wanted the living room, the place where you like relax and unwind, to feel like the lobby of a hotel. And then for the master bedroom, I wanted more of an intimate feel. So for there, we kind of went with like a Cheesecake Factory vibe. And just like the Cheesecake Factory, there is a lot on the menu in there. Yup.
And the view today is a lot of overcast, but
Still
you know, the thing that is crazy.
Great banter between Michael and Niall.
Still
You know, the thing that is
Just sort of talking over each other constantly. This next part, we get a glimpse of how truly weird Michael is. They go outside to look at this sculpture, and Michael is like really excited because he gets to walk on grass.
This is going to be a first. I never walk on grass.
A lot to unpack here. First off, he says, I never walk on grass. And I think he's talking about just his house tours. I don't know why. I mean, like, most houses have some kind of grass yard, right? Especially ones this big. But he could also be talking about just like in his everyday life, like this man is so rich that he's never walked on grass before. And it kind of made it seem like it, because if you go back, like, he kind of looks like a dog with an electric fence, where he's like kind of walking along the edge of the tile trying to follow Niall, but he can't because he doesn't want to walk on the grass. I just want to know more about Michael's story. Like, who are you, dude? Father never let me walk on grass as a child. He said grass is for the peasants that live at the bottom of the mountain where our castle resides.
This is real grass, and I'm going to walk on it.
there you go.
How about that? Look, I'm on the grass, guys.
And you know what? I'm happy for Michael. He is like absolutely ecstatic to be stepping on grass. This is the best day of his life. He's really showing his dad today, hey dad, you don't have to be poor to step on grass. Now, you might not think that Niall is that weird. I know I said that he's like a really eccentric guy, and you might be wondering what I mean by that. While Niall is showing off this sculpture, listen to the tangent he goes on about his ex-wife.
It's turned into something so much more because my ex-wife, I'm just getting divorced, unfortunately. It was a whirlwind relationship. I met her during COVID, and it didn't work out.
Okay, we don't need to know all this. This is not about the sculpture. Just keep going. You don't need to give us the whole story of your ex-wife when you just mentioned her once.
But maybe it will still at the end. I don't know. But this is a charity that we have called Wings of Angels, and this is going to help children in third world countries through the arts.
I don't know any of what he's talking about. He went into this weird tangent about his ex-wife and how he hopes it'll still work out. It seemed like he got choked up, and then he was like, but this sculpture is gonna help third world country kids. And that's really what it's all about at the end of the day.
So this is my artwork, and I have one in a glass case in my other house that says giraffe, anatomically correct giraffe skeleton.
So this guy has an anatomically correct chrome giraffe skeleton in this house. As you'll see in a bit, in his own house, he also has like the same thing but in gold. This dude is really into giraffe skeletons. I don't know if he thinks that makes houses seem more warm and friendly to have like a giraffe carcass towering over you at all times. And then there's also a nightclub in the bottom level of this house.
This is the nightclub.
Look at this.
Should I do the reveal? Okay, here's the reveal.
It almost feels like he like wanted the house to be a certain amount of square footage, but then like ran out of ideas of how to fill the space. So he got like 50,000 square feet done. And then for the other 50,000, he was like, I start putting like businesses in here. I don't know. Nightclub, sure. If you go another level down, it's like an Amazon fulfillment center.
Well, Paul McLean was the architect, but everything in this house was generally all of my ideas.
We know. It was your idea. We know. It's very believable. You don't have to explain it further. We know. You killed the giraffe and you came up with a nightclub idea.
This is the community bath. So this is the her side. This is the toilets and this is the sinks. And see these plates right here.
Why does Michael storm into the bathroom like he's looking for someone? Niall's talking, he just like books it to one of the stalls and is like, who's in there? Michael's actually on a secret mission right now. He's on a reconnaissance mission looking for this dude's ex-wife. We know she's hidden somewhere in the house. You've got to find her, Michael. Oh, okay. Really interesting house. Yeah, I like this place. Found ya! Oh, shit.
These are the urinals. And I'm gonna have cameras here looking at the guys.
You're gonna have cameras?
Cameras looking at the guys putting the image in the girls' bathroom. Out of the box thinking.
Out of the box thinking. You see, most people wouldn't think to do that because it's illegal. But I'm thinking outside the box of what is like morally acceptable.
It's a normal thing like a guy would do. Now I'm thinking like the girl, getting them back for a minute.
He's like, you know how that's a thing that guys are always doing? A thing that all guys are doing? And it's like, no, not really. I don't think all guys are doing that in nightclubs. And he's like, yeah, you know how I'm always doing that? You know how I'm always putting cameras in the girls' bathroom? Well, now I'm gonna do the opposite.
I'll show you the theater.
Where is the theater?
Wait. It's very hard.
We just saw the real Niall for a second. Oh, where is the theater?
Shut the fuck up!
You speak when you're spoken to. Or, it's over here.
Hard to see this because my ex that I met 8 months ago, I married. It didn't work out because she's from Argentina. She doesn't listen to me, blah, 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 blah.
He said it didn't work out because she's from Argentina and she doesn't listen to me. My two biggest turnoffs, dude. Kind of feel like you would have known at least one of those things before you got married, but I don't know. She's from Argentina. She wouldn't listen to me. She told me to stop mutilating exotic animals, blah, blah, blah. She told me that my giraffe-sized vat of molten gold in our living room was too expensive.
But it's still hard to see because we were like soulmates, like deeper connection that you could ever imagine. No. So it's hard.
Dude, you gotta stop bringing up your ex-wife, man. 10 million people have seen that first video and 4 million people have seen this one. You can't be airing this stuff out like this. Rich men will do a $500 million house tour instead of just going to therapy. I struggle to properly articulate how I feel when I watch videos like this, because on one hand, like, it is entertaining to see how like insanely rich people live. I think another part of it is sort of like a what is that word, like Freuden? What is it called when you're like watching somebody do something embarrassing and it's like makes you feel funny? Schadenfreude? I think that's it. It's kind of like secondhand embarrassment where I'm like, I like look at Michael and just like all of the expensive stuff he owns and his clothes, and I'm like, don't ever let me be that person. I make more money than I ever thought I would from YouTube. I have a really great career. It is a fear of mine that I will someday become out of touch and start acting like this. So if you ever see me start acting like Michael, please do not let me. Okay, so now that was the house that Niall built. Now this is Niall's personal house. Maybe you're curious to see how this dude actually lives, given everything we know about him so far.
So this is your house?
It is, yeah.
This is absolutely gorgeous. So, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, check it.
Can we show that? It's a hologram. I need this. Where do you get these?
I'm selling all the art, so if you want,
I'll have this.
So one of the weird things about this house tour is that Niall keeps saying that every piece of art in this house is for sale, which is definitely not a good sign. Like every time Michael is like, wow, this is a cool piece, he's like, yeah, how much will you pay for it? Because this one's actually going, it's a great deal. It's going for $350 million. Do you want it? So here's the golden giraffe that's at his house. It's absolutely insane looking. I mean, like, I don't know, does this go kind of hard? Is it cool? I don't know if you can tell at this part of his house, it kind of feels like it's just like in the back of his house somewhere that you'd never see it. But if you're gonna have like an insane piece of art, like maybe this is kind of cool. He said there is like a real giraffe skeleton involved in this somehow. I think that they like molded one out of clay based on a real giraffe skeleton. So I don't know if they had to kill a giraffe to make this. That would be fucked up. But then Niall says something that is pretty disturbing.
each side is two clear, two broken. You want to know a secret? It's funny.
Yeah.
They weren't really broken. Like somebody shot a bullet in this one. You can see the hole, so I broke the other side with a hammer just to match it.
Yeah, Niall says that someone shot the giraffe's sculpture case randomly, like he doesn't know who it was. And his first instinct was like, oh shit, now I gotta make the other side look cracked too. So he walked around to the other side and cracked it with a hammer. Niall, are you not concerned?
Why did they do that?
I don't know. I came out one day with, oh, sorry.
I don't know. It's not like I'm in like a ton of debt and people would have good reason to take me out. It's probably not a big deal. Oh, my favorite part of this whole tour is that while they're in like the bathroom, I guess, or some kind of spa room, Niall says he has a secret room, the red room. And he's like, you can't bring a camera in here. So I'm guessing this is some kind of like sex dungeon or some shit. And when Michael comes out, he is absolutely petrified. He is a changed man.
Oh, that secret?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I see why.
Hold on.
All right.
No,
Well, I guess.
leave it behind.
I mean, you can just tell by the entrance that something is going down in here, right?
I've never seen anything quite like that in my life.
Secret.
Maybe you're right, we shouldn't show it. Thoughts, Adam?
Michael looks like he's on the verge of tears, dude. Motherfucker's never touched grass before. And you brought him into a sex dungeon?
You look like a changed man.
He looks like the shell of a man. Look at him, he's going to go hide in the corner. Anyway, so that's producer Michael, the richest man in the world, I think. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Horror has gotta be one of the weirdest genres for any medium. You're just gonna put yourself into a terrifying situation where you feel like your life is being threatened on purpose? Imagine trying to explain that to one of your pilgrim ancestors. They would be so confused and honestly pissed off. But unfortunately, most people don't live their lives based on what they could or couldn't explain to their pilgrim ancestors, and thus, horror is a very popular genre. If you just search scary on the App Store, you could literally scroll for days through hundreds of games that are all super popular. But what about the not so popular ones? What about the horror games that nobody is playing? The ones that are supposed to be scary, but aren't. How would pilgrims feel about those? Here's one of the first games that I ever found in this niche. It's called Clown Brothers Neighbor Escape. And the little subtitle there is Time to Revenge. This game was developed by the same people as Billion Surprise Toys. Let's together revenge. Meet the new game about clown neighbor brothers who want to avenge their dead criminal clown friend. Supports 10 languages. Okay. Multilingual kings. I like it. Several years ago, you brought justice to a scary criminal clown neighbor and destroyed his house. I did? Wow, good for me, dude. I do not remember doing that. But recently, you saw that the house was restored and the clown brothers settled in it. You are sure that they want to continue the work of their colleague. You must prevent this. So I guess I got their friend arrested and destroyed his house. That seems like a little bit much. Like, you know, if he's a criminal clown, by all means call the police. But to destroy his house? I don't see any reason to do that. We're facing a housing crisis in this country. There's no need to make it worse. I love that they call the other clown their colleague. What, do they work at Microsoft together? Very often you notice that these clowns behave strangely. Yeah, I think your first clue to that would be the fact that they dress like clowns. They often say hello, strange, watched you, and laugh. They're just making fun of you. They're bullying you. These clowns are up to no good. I know they're plotting something. Every time they see me, they point and laugh and say, hey, you fucking dork. I think I have to blow up their house. And then here's some pictures from the game. The two clown brothers do look very scary. A couple things I'm noticing in this, they drive a very cool car. They may have an unorthodox fashion sense, but I like their car. I love the fact that they're proudly displaying an American flag in front of their house. They're like, listen, we may have our differences. We may be two clowns from hell, but I'll be damned if this isn't the greatest nation on earth. Okay, so it looks like they're making a bomb too. So they're like clowns and terrorists. One interesting thing about clown media, whenever clowns are portrayed as scary, it's like the people who made the media forgot what clowns are. Like, they think they're a different species. Being a clown is just a job. It's not like something you intrinsically are. I feel like whoever made this game thinks that clowns are like a type of monster. Really, all I'm getting from the game is that the clowns are often feet away from you and staring directly at you. Seems like that's most of what's going on here. Surprisingly though, even though this game only has 21 ratings, it has a 4.4 on the App Store. Based on the pictures, I'm curious to see how that's possible, so I'm gonna go ahead and download this game. Okay, next game, Baby Kids in Scary House 2. Now, when I came across this game, I was like, oh, this looks funny, but I shouldn't play the sequel, I should try to play the original. So I searched Baby Kids in Scary House, and the first game that comes up is Baby Kids in Scary House 2, and the original is nowhere to be found. Now, there is a very popular game called The Baby in Yellow, which I think this game is a knockoff of. And I'm almost curious if this game is trying to pretend to be the sequel to that game. Actually, if you look at the developer's page, there is no Scary Baby Kids in House. There's just 2 and 3. There's Baby Girl in Yellow House. I guess we're just starting on number 2. This chapter 2 contains 2 night stories. During the first night, you will have to manage a horrific clown girl. Very professional language in this one, just like the last one. You will have to manage your scary clown girl colleague. She's not getting her reports turned in on time. You're gonna have to place her on administrative leave until we get this figured out. Exciting surprises are waiting for you. During the second night, you will have to manage 2 babies. Uh-oh. The clown girl and her terrific sister. What do they mean by that? Okay, one girl is scary, but her sister is honestly awesome. We get along great, and we are both creeped out by her sister. Okay, so I think I know which one is the clown girl. And so by default, this one on the left must be the terrific sister. A bat? Are we going after these babies with a bat? Look, the clown girl may be scary, but that seems a little bit drastic. Okay, looks like the baby is performing some kind of satanic ritual here. The terrific sister is floating down the stairs. That's fantastic. Being a new father, I feel like I could really get into this game, because my baby's not scary at all. But what if he was? Download. This next one's a little bit different. Ghost detector radar camera, spirit box, and hunting tool. Ask ghosts a question and they will answer. So this thing claims to be able to detect ghosts in your home and then you can talk to them. Find ghosts and communicate with spirits using this app's groundbreaking, ultra-realistic experience. Disclaimer, since paranormal activity can't scientifically be proven, we can't guarantee that the app communicates with real spirits. At the end of the day, we technically can't guarantee that the ghosts that we deliberately programmed into the app are really in your house, but they probably are. It looks like people are having a lot of fun with this game though. A lot of the reviews are just really long stories about how scary using this was. Is this real, question mark? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and download it. Scary Anna, your unique scary virtual pet. So I'm still not exactly sure how this is supposed to be a horror game. You're taking care of this pet whose name is Anna, and she is a little bit scary looking, but a lot of it just seems like she's having fun. Driving a car around, she's on a jet ski. Doesn't seem that scary. Okay, in this one she's got creepy eyes, she looks a little possessed in this one. And then in this one she's fighting a bunch of tiny little cats, little demon cats. Feed her a variety of foods, but be careful, some might be poisonous. Dare to discover what happens? How about you tell me which ones are poisonous before I poison my fucking cat? So you can grab, drag, and stick Scary Anna with your finger. her, engage in playful interactions, and see how she responds to your touch. Sounds like I might be the scary one in this situation, actually. It should be called Scared Anna. Why is she scary? She's just a little bit weird looking, the poor thing. There's no reason to put her on blast in the game title. I don't know, man, this game is marketed like a horror game, but I just see an animal who needs an owner. You know? She just needs a little love. I think it was pretty fucked up of them to call her Scary Anna, if I'm being honest. Sure, she's a little ugly, but you know, some animals are like ugly cute. She is not. She's just ugly, but I don't think we should have named her after her weird looks. I'm gonna download this game and I'm gonna be there for her. 5 stars, scary. I don't like the way her skin peeled off. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna like this game. All right, first game, the Clown Brothers. All right, right off the bat, we have a... I think they just said they're preparing for atomic war. The clowns start to dish out the lore right away in the title screen. 1, they're preparing for atomic war. 2, they are good neighbors. And 3, they are going to kill you.
Find you and kill you.
At the start of every level, the game gives you an objective. We've all seen these types of games before. The whole game is just a series of boring objectives like find the key and unlock the door. But what's really special about this game is it only gives you like 1 second to read the objective. Back in town, you find out that the friends of the okay, so I've spawned into this neighborhood street. I see my clown neighbor walking around, so that must be the clown's house. Now, I gotta give these clowns props because not only is their car cool as hell, they also live in a huge mansion. Right away, dude, they live in a freaking mansion. Oh my god. There must be a ton of money in making nuclear bombs and killing your neighbors. What do these clowns do for a living? Turns out they're like lawyers and doctors. They actually are like really making the world a better place. And speak of the devil, here comes one now. Oh! Okay. I thought he was gonna kill me. He just came up and stood like this. I mean, pretty scary thing for your neighbor to do, but for your Russian spy terrorist clown neighbor, all things considered, not that bad. Every time you die in this game, of course you get an annoying ad, but I recently learned a cool little trick. If you turn off Wi-Fi and use airplane mode, the ads can't load, which makes this game way less annoying. I'm still getting an ad, but it's for nothing. And this worked for a while, but eventually I did somehow get an ad again. How did this ad load? I have Wi-Fi and airplane mode turned off. How did I get an ad? Are some ads just baked into the game? Mysterious indeed. What are these clowns hiding, and what does it have to do with Chicago's best party tents? Okay, can I read this time? Back in town, you find out that... shit. Eventually, I figured out the first mission was to find a green key and a gray key and unlock a special room. The problem being, this house is fucking gigantic. And no offense to these clowns and their interior decorating prowess, but every room looks exactly the same. So I spent like a half an hour walking from room to room, not sure where I was, which rooms I had already explored. I might have been walking back and forth between the same 2 rooms for like 15 minutes, to be honest. Oh! I got you, young man. I gotta be honest, dude, I'm not an evil clown, but if I caught my neighbor walking around in my house, even my reaction would be more extreme than theirs. I feel like they're honestly letting me off the hook pretty easy. You know, it'd be easier to avoid them if they could just stay in one room of their house like normal people. I guess this is just what makes them so fucked up in the head. They don't just hang out in one room, they're constantly milling about. You know, you're not gonna finish your bomb if you never stay in one room for more than 3 seconds. I decided to take a brief break from the clowns to explore what I assumed to be my own home. And I was pretty confused with what I found. Is this my house? It's a very open floor concept I've got going on here. Bear trap on the table? I feel like I've got my own demons to work on before I go try to bring these clowns to justice. I'm living in a gigantic room made of sheet metal, and I've got a bear trap on my desk. What I didn't know then is those bear traps are actually one of the only semi-interesting parts of this game. Because it turns out you can actually pick them up and trap the clowns with them. Oh, he's trapped! Haha! Oh, whoa, what happened? It disappeared. Somehow this steel trap that is meant to maim 500-pound bears does not kill the clowns. It's just a minor inconvenience at most. These clowns are honestly super zen. Nothing gets to these guys. How does that happen? What did he do to the bear trap? It's worse than I thought. These clowns fucking eat metal. Oh, and here he is. I finally finished the first level after what felt like an eternity. Let's go. Mission complete. And I'm back outside for some reason, even though I was just in the security room. I had to go out for a breather, take a quick smoke break, and then it's back into the clown's house. The next mission, find a book. And in order to do that, you have to find a gray and green key. Oh my God. All right, scary clown neighbors. Would I say that it was scary? Not really, just frustrating and boring. Next game, Scary Baby in Kids Scary Kids Creepy Baby House 2. For 99 cents in this game, I can get rid of the ads. Do I really want to do that? This game that I'm gonna play for like 30 minutes max? Is that worth 99 cents? I'm already doing it. The beginning of the game starts off pretty normal, just doing some normal babysitting activities. So here's the baby, the clown baby.
Hello, I will be back home after I finish my work.
So not only are we dealing with a clown baby, we're dealing with Robo-Mom too. Hello, I hope you find my baby is not too evil today. I will be home by 8. Sorry you've never seen me in person. I swear I'm not a robot. Sweet little baby, let me pick you up. Holy cow, you can really fling this kid around. Why are they like this too, holding up little finger guns? Nothing scarier than a clown baby going, hey, how's it going? I feed the baby, take her to change her diaper when she starts farting like crazy. But that's when things start to get a little weird. Okay, here's the diaper. Oh, good thing we have one diaper laying on this table. That's gonna be. What happened to the baby? Did the baby turn into a tiger? Where'd you go? Oh! What the? Throughout the night, the baby continues to vanish from where I placed her, reappearing all throughout the house. Yeah, it's kind of a creepy way to laugh, right? Without like moving your mouth at all or showing any expression. So that's kind of weird. This makes it seem like the tiger's actually the evil one. Is it the tiger doing all this actually? Because his eyes were glowing. To answer my own question, yes. To my surprise, this game that I thought was about a scary clown baby turned out to actually be about these possessed tiger dolls, of which there are many. New diaper. Ah! Hey, come back! They keep moving the baby, they set things on fire. The baby seems to be just as upset about them as I do. And I guess they're kind of scary, but like, this game was supposed to be about the babies being evil. Did the developers forget what their own game was about? Why did they make the baby this creepy clown baby if she's not even evil? She just happens to dress like that? I guess it just goes to show that you can't judge a book by its cover. No, find a weapon? It's nice that they're giving me time to do this. Giving me time to slowly saunter around the house and find a weapon. Hit. They really don't put up much of a fight. This is, it's easier than I thought, actually. I was kind of disappointed they didn't put up a fight. They were kind of scary earlier, but the second I picked up the bat, they just accepted their fate and let me kill all of them. Oh no. Dude, what are you guys doing to my baby? What did you do to her? Sweetie, did they make you evil? What do you get out of this? Pick up baby and play games on computer. I don't know if that is like the best course of action after what just happened, but okay. And with that, I pretty much gave up any hope of this game scaring me. Just like every mission-based game, this game got pretty repetitive, and even the clown girl's terrific sister showing up didn't add much pizzazz to the game. In fact, she was actually kind of rude. Don't look at me like that. I've had a really rough night. Sorry if it took me a few extra seconds to feed you, but I don't know if you noticed, the house is under demonic control right now, so cut me some slack, okay? Was it scary? There were a few parts that made me a little bit spooked. I feel like it might be as scary as it's gonna get in this game. I'm gonna give it a thumb sideways and say, Now it's time for the dreaded ghost detector app. Now guys, I'm no stranger to ghost hunting, alright? I've done it before. I've tried talking to ghosts. So far, it hasn't really worked. I've been a little bit scared by it, but I've never done it at my own house. If I find a scary enough ghost in here, I might have to move. Now, I have no evidence right now that my house is haunted. As far as I know, nobody's ever been murdered here. Nobody's ever died with unfinished business here. I actually made sure with the realtor when I bought this house that everyone who's ever died here had finished their business. You must affirm that you have reviewed our privacy policy. Let me go ahead and check that out, actually. The privacy policy is like, you acknowledge that we have the right to place real ghosts ghosts in your house, and start.
Upgrade recommended.
It already wants me to upgrade to pro. Okay, great. Ask more than 5 questions per ghost, access to all ghost stories, more ghosts added regularly. Well, why the fuck would I want that? More ghosts added to my house? Let's go ahead and try without for now. Walk around slowly to detect entities. After just a minute of panning my camera around, my first paranormal entity burst onto the scene.
Ghost signal acquired.
Oh! Okay. We've got a ghost standing over there. And it's... Oh, it's actually like interacting with... Oh, that's kind of weird.
Signal lost.
It's gone. It didn't like that. Didn't like being tickled. I guess I have to be a little bit more polite to the ghost when it comes around next time. Let's see. Ah! Yo! Okay, now I gotta act quickly. Okay, so tickle, tickle, tickle. And now I'm gonna ask it a question. What is your name? Are you male or female? What kind of entity are you? Are you good or evil? Let's just go ahead and ask, what kind of entity are you? Okay, there's
Translating.
I guess you'd call me a ghost. Okay. Yeah, I figured that because this is a ghost detector app. Why are you just frozen in place like this? Is this some kind of pose you're doing? Are you posing for a picture? This is a video. It's an app. Let's go ahead and ask you another question. How did you die? I had a son who wasn't quite right in the head. He had a real bad temper. One day, I said something to him, and he just snapped. I should have seen it coming. Damn. Did he chop off your legs? Because you don't have legs. Is that what he did? Damn, I wish I could ask it like my own questions. I feel like I have much more interesting questions that I could think of than these. Like, what is the ghost world like? What is it like to be dead? You know? Did you have a job? I really think the ghost wants to talk about her job. Yeah, I worked at Neiman Marcus. That's really probably not at the top of her head right now. Why have you come here? That's a good question. I want to make things right with my son. We didn't always have the best relationship. I'm so sorry. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that. Never met your son. I don't think I know your son. He definitely doesn't live here because it's just me and my wife and my son. And I'm not your son. So that takes care of all the sons here. I think you might be haunting the wrong house, actually. Can I say that? Where did you live? Yeah, where did you live? Did you live here? Columbus, Ohio? What? Why are you here? Did I summon you all the way from Columbus? Sorry, I thought... What? I thought for sure that you were supposed to be a ghost haunting this house. Why are you here? I live in Illinois, by the way, not Columbus, Ohio. So you traveled 2 states to come here, a place where you never lived, to try to reconnect with your son, who definitely does not live here. Oh, and I can't ask her any more questions because I have to upgrade. What? So the pro plan has improved accuracy. Does that mean like more accurate ghosts? Will I get ones that actually are from around here? All in all, pretty disappointing. I'm starting to think that wasn't even a real ghost. Okay, so there's also stories on here, aside from the ghost detector. Oh, scary user stories. I can read scary things that have happened to other people on this app. We are not going into my little brother's friend's house again. We looking a ghost. It was evil. I just saw Bert, named Old Good Man. He was born on year 1810, but I think that it is not much scary app. It's just funny. I saw this old dead guy, just pretty funny, honestly. He got murdered by his son. He's just here to reconnect with him. It's just kind of funny, just goofy stuff. But I am thinking about it, that it was real or fake if it is real, so I am very sad about Bert's death. Okay, well at least, you know, they're offering their condolences to Bert. People don't talk about how sad ghosts are. People just make them seem scary, but it is sad that they die. I feel like we don't talk about that enough. Is this for kids? Because I am a kid, okay? I just wanted to see if my great-grandpa is a ghost. I miss him so much. Oh, dude. That's just kind of sad. That just makes me feel sad. They just wanted to see if their great-grandpa was still here, and they probably opened up the app and saw some ghost like... I decided to walk around to see if I could find ghosts in other corners of the room, and to my surprise, it turned out there was a ghost right where I was sitting the whole time. So it turns out there's a ghost actually right where I'm sitting. Strangely though, this ghost didn't appear on the minimap, and I also couldn't click on it to interact with it. Okay, I don't know what this is supposed to be. Hello? Because it hasn't said like entity detected or anything. Does the app not know that this thing is here? This ghost is just going rogue. Bert? Alright, well, was ghost detector camera scary? No. It was kind of just sad. Alright, it's the next day. Let's play Scary Anna. Scary Anna would like to access the microphone. Uh-oh. Do I get to talk to Scary Anna? Allow. Okay. Wow, no. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, she talks back. That's cool.
Okay, she talks back. That's cool.
So interesting, there's no menu screen or anything. You just get plopped right into the game face to face with this cat. And I will say, you know what? She is scary, actually. She is a scary pet. I'll give her that. So I have to buy food at the store. I'm moving my finger on the screen. She's following it around with her creepy bloodshot eyes. What happened to this cat? I bought little Anna some chips, some chicken wings, and I fed them to her. And look at her. She is looking better already. I am doing a great job and being a great pet owner. Wants me to buy more food at the store. Oh, what? Oh my God, wait, I'm dragging her around. Yo, what the fuck? Oh my God, that's so violent. Anna, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was gonna do that. That was really uncalled for. I'm not gonna do that anymore, okay? In fact, let's go ahead and wash you off. Maybe we can take a bath. Maybe you'll look less scary when you're clean. You do look a little less scary. Look at you. Oh, that filled up your little toilet meter. Okay, maybe now we need to go to sleep. Definitely not how I was expecting you to sleep, but okay. Anna becomes a little bit less scary with each new task that you complete for her, proving my theory that she just needed a loving owner correct. To increase Anna's happiness, there are 3 games you can have her play. There's Mortal Anna, in which Anna battles an onslaught of scary Juans in a coliseum. Oh shit. Why is this game actually kind of good? This fighting actually feels like a real video game. It like goes into slow-mo when you kill a Juan and everything. This, for whatever reason, makes Anna ecstatic. She is a bloodthirsty monster and loves killing her some Juans. Then there's Hill Climber and Wave Race. Woo! I definitely wouldn't say this game is scary. I'm actually having a great time right now. This is a beautiful scenic drive. I guess the only thing scary about it is Anna herself, but she's getting less scary by the minute. And if it was that she was only scary because she was malnourished, sad, and tired, then really it was my fault that she was even scary in the first place. I was just not taking care of my cat. And then I have the gall to name her Scary Anna. So is this really the only way to make your cat happy? Get him on a jet ski? Your cat's gonna look just like Scary Anna unless you do this with them constantly. You need to put them in a little ATV going up hills and stuff. You need to put them in a jet ski. They need to kill Juans, quite frankly. Damn, well that's definitely not gonna make her happy. I took great care of this cat. I maxed out all of her traits. In fact, at one point I even overfed her and she got a little bit chubby. Oh wait, I fed her too much. Okay. Well, I'll clean her off. I didn't know that you could overfeed her. I'm sorry, Anna. I was trying to make up for my previous transgressions towards you. I did not mean to do that. Okay, so you're totally happy, you're totally clean, you're totally well slept, and you've overeaten a little bit. You still do look quite scary. So I think at this point, what I'm gathering is that you might be a little far gone. I think no matter what I do for you, actually, you're gonna always look a little bit scary. I think it's probably a few underlying medical conditions. It's nobody's fault per se. Maybe you were born like this. You were just born scary. Didn't the description of the game say something like, see how she reacts to your touch? Like there'd be some kind of interesting, you know, fun ways to interact with her. It's basically pain. Pain is how she reacts to your touch, it seems. All right, well, that's it for that game, I guess. I did literally everything there is to do in the game. Was it scary? The game was not scary, but Anna, I'll give it to her. She's scary. Well, even though I wasn't really scared by any of these horror games, I do feel like I'm walking away from them with a new lifelong friend. The Terrific Sister. Oh, did you think I was talking about Scary Anna? No, she's gross. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bobby Meisner. One of the greatest artists of our generation. If you guys aren't familiar with Bobby Meisner, he's a YouTuber that has blown up a little bit recently. A couple months ago, he posted this video called Life of a Billionaire's Son. It's a video talking about how his dad was like a really successful businessman and sold a company for a lot of money when he was pretty young, and now Bobby has more money than he knows what to do with. Needless to say, 6 figures, he was only 4. Well, not really. I think he was like 15 when his dad sold the company. But nevertheless, Bobby has been taking time out of his busy billionaire schedule to show us peasants what it's like to have so much money that you could literally buy a country. So today, I just kind of wanted to watch a couple of Bobby's videos and get a little bit of a glimpse into the life of a billionaire son. See what it's like. Maybe check out some of the crazy parties he has, some of the wild adventures he goes on. It's gonna be lit. So this is a video that Bobby posted in November. It's called Life of a Billionaire Son. And so many people in the commentary community especially have already talked about this video, so I'm gonna sort of skim through it. This video is sort of like a summary of his life up till this point.
Your life is like a movie, and you're the main character. So why wouldn't you make it the greatest movie you've ever seen?
Because my favorite movie's Star Wars, and Jedi aren't real. I like that the first thing he says in this video clues you into the fact that he has like no idea what normal people's lives are like. He just kind of assumes everybody has the ability to make their lives like this Hollywood-esque movie. I mean, honestly, why doesn't everybody just make their lives a fucking movie, dude? How hard is it to be born into wealth? Can't be that hard, because I did it. And I'm super lazy.
Who is Bobby? Basically a little bit of a misfit kid. Aww. A kid who has everything. Bobby likes to live life fast. Fast cars. Beautiful girls. Parties.
Bobby's just a misfit kid. That's who he is. He doesn't fit in. You wouldn't understand him. He's only into weird, quirky things like beautiful girls and fast cars and parties. The poor guy, nobody understands him. So then he explains a little bit about his life and how he grew up. He actually grew up living with his mom because his parents were divorced. And until he was 15, he grew up a pretty average life. His mom wasn't like super wealthy or anything. He says he wasn't really rich, but he wasn't really poor. But when Bobby was 15, that's when everything changed. His dad sold his company for a lot of money. And I guess Bobby was just like, peace, mom. I'm gonna go live with dad. He's balling out here. So I'm just gonna go be a billionaire if that's cool.
This is when he sold his company for $300 million. Then my life changed forever.
His dad sold his company for $300 million. And that's how I became the son of a billionaire. Or, wait, He must have invested it?
I moved to Europe. My dad started getting a lot of nice things.
My dad started getting a lot of nice things. It just sounds so weird for him to be saying it in such a cool voice. It sounds so weird to brag about something your dad did. My dad started bringing a lot of really pretty girls around, and my dad has a really good work ethic, and I was also there.
We got a villa in Saint-Tropez.
Hello, operator! Can you give me number 9?
Penthouses in Monaco.
Then there's this whole section called stereotype. In this section, he talks about how he's always hated how rich kids have this negative stigma where people assume that just because he's rich and he's inherited wealth, that he's some spoiled brat who has no respect for responsibility and no work ethic, and that's always been something that bothered him. And then he tells the story about how for his 18th birthday, he played hooky from his elite private boarding school and went to the south of France to party. And that's how we beat that stereotype, I guess.
I started a YouTube channel. I also partnered with my best friend Brandon to create Candyland Productions in order to make a living out of something we love by creating films for brands and artists. I'm even going to be creating videos for the legendary musician Julian Pareto. Anyway, the whole gist of this video is that he's trying to convince you that he's not your typical rich kid. He's not your average billionaire son because he's got ambition and a vision and a YouTube channel. And I guess his vision for this YouTube channel is to create branded and sponsored videos for companies. And that's how he's gonna make money. And that's how he's going to make his own dreams come true and build his own empire. So, will it work? This is his most recent video. It's called Billionaire's Holiday in Cape Town, South Africa.
Art is the closest we come to experiencing how a stranger feels.
Who said that? Why does that quote have no citation? It's in quotes like somebody famous said it, but it doesn't tell you who. Doesn't matter who, I guess. Doesn't matter who said it because someone said it. And if someone said it, then it must be true. Ah! Oh. I thought he was a ghost for a second. That would be an interesting twist if he was like, I'm not like other rich kids. I've been dead for 20 years.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bobby.
I'm a 23-year-old Australian American citizen, and I've been living in the UK since the age of 15. My favorite color is red.
There's something really weird about this shot. Like right from the start, I kind of got a weird vibe from it. It's just, I don't know, kind of strange the way he's looking into the camera and all of like the awkward pauses, the weird ambient wind sound. I feel like he's just looking right into my soul. Like he's looking right through the camera, through the internet, out my computer screen, and right into my wallet. And judging how poor I am, I don't like this. He knows. He knows how much money is in my bank account. He knows it's not $1 billion, and he's disappointed.
Now, there is one thing that I love more than anything. Do you know what that is? Filmmaking. I love it more than fast cars, more than jets, girls, parties, candy, Christmas. You get it.
Yeah, I get it. I know what good things are. You don't have to keep listing good things, because I know what those are. I know what good things are.
I love filmmaking. I'm pretty good at it too.
Yeah, you could say I'm pretty good at filmmaking. I mean, the cameraman did just run into a tree, and instead of redoing the take, I just went with it. But that was an artistic choice, because I'm an artist.
Recently, I made a promotional campaign.
You can tell that the cameraman keeps running into these tree branches that are on the side of this alleyway because they keep jiggling every time he walks by them. Maybe they should have picked a better spot to film this than this random alleyway. I assume he's got like a mansion with a long hallway he could have filmed this in. It probably would have been a better attention grabber than just walking down this plain looking alley. It's just such a weird and avoidable thing to not have your cameraman getting whacked in the back of the head with a tree branch every 5 seconds.
Now that you've got to know me a bit better, I want to know you. I want to know what makes you tick, what your passion is.
Oh, well, I like to pet my dog. I like making YouTube videos. I like to make music.
Anyway,
Oh.
London is pretty cold.
Why'd you even ask if you don't care?
London is pretty cold. So, it's time for us to go on a journey.
What? This video's so awkward so far. It's just like so much awkward silence between his lines. I feel like they should have done some jump cuts or something. And then the end, he's like, it's too cold in London, so let's get out of here. And then he walks away. And I don't know what I expected. Maybe for him to get in like a nice car and drive away, or for it to just cut. But the way he just like walks in silence away. Like, what is he gonna walk to the airport? So then it turns into a bit of a travel vlog. He goes to the airport with his friend. There's this 30-second clip of his friend just insulting him.
You're adopted. You left your mom. You ran away from your mom for your dad's money.
Stay away from me.
You're a floating head.
So that's weird. Talking about how like he abandoned his mom to go live with his dad and reap the benefits of having a rich dad. All pretty mean things to say. I mean, I guess they're true if we're to believe what he said. Maybe he hired this guy to like keep him humble or something. Is that a thing that rich people do?
We just tried to sign in and we got a screen that says your flight departs from a different terminal. We are really not off to a good start here.
At the airport, they find out that they're at the wrong terminal for their flight, and they're gonna be late to their flight because they have to go all the way to another terminal. So this fast-paced music kicks in, they start running to their gate, and for a second you're sort of like on the edge of your seat. You're like, oh no, I hope they make it. I hope they make their flight and they don't have to reschedule. But then they start like stopping to dance and just stand around and talk in the middle of this intense running sequence when they're supposedly about to miss their flight. And it immediately makes you not nervous that they're gonna miss their flight anymore because it's pretty clear that they're not really very worried about it. And even if they are gonna miss your flight, you feel like they kind of deserve it because they're just standing around and filming. There's a shot of Bobby's friend running by while Bobby films, which was clearly staged because Bobby had to go ahead and then wait for his friend to run past. So they obviously didn't film that while running because Bobby's not running. But the tension keeps building. They're sprinting. Even their luggage knows that they're in a rush, and it's just flying down the hallway. And then there's this shot, which I am just so confused about. I have so many questions. What is this? What is going on here? What is this? What are they dancing? Bobby's just sort of like doing this. His friend is like skipping like this? What the fuck is going on? They're gonna miss their flight. They're too busy dancing. And also, who's filming this? I thought it was just them two at the airport. That's what the entire rest of the video made it seem like. And now all of a sudden there's a random other person filming them from this weird like blocked off section. They're like behind glass. This is so confusing. It all makes you wonder, were they ever even late? Because they stopped an awful lot to film. You can't deny that it's good filmmaking though, because you know what they say, a good filmmaker always leaves his audience questioning everything. That is a quote. Someone said that. Don't ask who. But somehow, miraculously, they make their flight and they get to Cape Town, South Africa.
Awebri, welcome to South Africa, where the mountains meet the sea, the girls are beautiful, and the parties are wild. And of course, one of Bobby's favorites, fast cars.
Those three things that Bobby loves that just makes it so he can't fit in anywhere. He can't relate to anybody because he's got such weird interests. Beautiful girls? Who likes that shit? Gross. So this is where the branded aspect of the content starts to come into play. Apparently this whole video is an advertisement for this like luxury car lounge where you can go and hang out and rent luxury cars. So the two boys show up. They both high-five the same person.
While we were chilling here, let's go to the VIP lounge.
When I first saw that cut, I think that the cut of him doing the trick on the skateboard is just like a random cut that he throws in to transition. But I thought at first that he was trying to make it seem like he said that. He said, why don't we go up to the VIP lounge? And then immediately like did a kickflip on a skateboard. Like he's been on the skateboard the entire time. I thought that was a really weird editing choice for him to make it seem like he's like, hey, let's go up to the VIP lounge. And then just does a kickflip. Is that a kickflip? I don't know what a kickflip is. So now they're in this area with all these cool cars. Bobby's impressing all the girls with his cool skateboard tricks. And at first I thought that this was the VIP lounge that he was talking about. It's just a giant room full of cars. But apparently this is just a sequence where they're walking through this section to get to the VIP lounge. So finally they show up in the VIP lounge. Everyone takes a seat. Bobby and his friend pour themselves a drink and they give a little speech.
All right, so the good news is Dutchman's Car Care Clinic has hooked us up with a Porsche and a Ferrari to go have fun with.
Sick. Let's take them out. Let's get the whole crew. Let's go out and let's shoot.
Let's take them out. Let's get the whole crew. That's all of us here. Let's get all of us. Let's make sure that we get all of us. And let's go take out the Porsche and the Ferrari. So, did they just go up to the VIP lounge to say that? To say, let's go, we have cars to drive? I'm so confused by the progression of this video. They like walk through the nice cars to get to the VIP lounge, and then the second they sit down there, they're like, let's go check out the cars. And then they walk back downstairs to go check out the cars that they were literally just walking past. I guess they had to go to the lounge because they're advertising this whole place and they want to show off the VIP lounge. But then why didn't they just start in the VIP lounge? Why did they start in like the normal looking lobby? They could have just started in the VIP lounge. I also like that Bobby starts off his speech by saying, the good news is that we have a Porsche and a Ferrari to take out today. As if there's gonna be bad news along with it. Because usually when you say the good news is, that's then followed up by, but the bad news is, and then you say something bad, but in this case, there's no bad news, because they're all rich. He's like, the bad news is, oh wait, are we all still rich? Oh, okay, we're all still rich, so there's no bad news. We're good. Let's go take the cars. Let's make sure we get the whole crew this time, guys. Whole crew? All 6 of us? So let's make sure that we are the whole crew when we go down there. Anyway, I guess they give their little speech. The 2 boys pound their drinks that they just poured for themselves, and then they go for a fast drive. All right, yes, now it's time for some sick car action. They finally got the cars out. This is what I assume the whole video is supposed to be about, showing off the sweet cars that you can go to this place and rent for the day. So let's check out some of this sweet car action.
423.
What?
Oh, the cop shot us down.
So after like 20 seconds of driving around, I guess the police showed up and were like, hey, you can't race here. That's illegal, and they have to stop.
Getting arrested in a foreign country is not very fun. So, it was time for us to get the fuck out of here.
They just barely avoided getting arrested, I think. Looks like they got away clean this time, because they drove away in their fast cars. So that's the end of the whole video, and now I'm kind of confused. This whole video, and I guess the premise for Bobby Meisner's entire channel is, I'm not a spoiled rich kid, I have a work ethic. I have a vision. I'm gonna create sponsored content. So he created this video for this exotic car club, which first off seems like a really niche thing to advertise. Like, what percentage of Bobby's viewers do you think are also billionaire sons that can afford to go to an exotic car club? But even with that being said, like, is this a good advertisement for this exotic car club? It sort of makes it seem like if you take these cars out onto the road, you're gonna get arrested. I will give them props though, that car area does look pretty fun to walk through. I would have no problem walking through that, walking back on through it, and walking right back on through again. Bobby's channel's so interesting to me because he's the son of a billionaire. He has like everything that you could ever ask for, but his YouTube videos are still not very good. And that's not to say that they couldn't be. There are plenty of really rich people who make just fine YouTube videos. I mean, Will Smith is an insanely rich person, but he puts a lot of work and money into his YouTube videos. I'm not saying that Will Smith's YouTube videos are my favorite YouTube videos. I'm just saying that's an example of somebody who has blown up on YouTube, making content that people like. I guess it just goes to show that no matter how much money you have, how rich your dad is, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be good at YouTube. It takes work, it takes practice, and it takes the whole crew. You gotta make sure you have the whole crew going. Anyway, Greg, I hope you enjoyed this little look into a billionaire's life. All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to my second channel. This is my second channel. If you thought it was my main channel, it's actually not. It's my second channel. I saw a lot of comments on the last video I posted on this channel asking if it was my main channel. This is my second channel. So if you just stumbled upon this channel, go ahead and subscribe. This is the channel where I like to get a little bit goofier and a little bit crazier and wacky and fun. So I also like to drink LaCroix on this channel. So a couple weeks ago, I posted a video on this channel, my second channel, where I did a bunch of those like, which YouTuber are you quizzes. And I took those quizzes in hopes of getting some kind of validation and recognition that I'm a real YouTuber. But unfortunately, I seem to have picked only quizzes where I wasn't even an option. Like, it seems like most of them were made before I even like started to make YouTube videos, or at least before I had like any real following on YouTube. And a good number of people called me out on that and seemed to think that that was kind of silly of me. And it was. I was being pretty silly. But luckily, this person named CreativeStar98 made this quiz on BuzzFeed called "It's Time to Find Out Which Popular Commentary YouTuber You Are." And this quiz must have become pretty popular because the official BuzzFeed Twitter account actually tweeted this quiz. And if you look right there, I'm actually like part of the quiz. I'm right on the cover there. So I'm gonna take this quiz, and I don't really care if I'm a YouTuber anymore because this quiz pretty much confirms that I already know I'm an option. I want to figure out now if I'm really me, or if I'm maybe someone else. So I'm gonna answer the questions to this quiz as honestly as I can, as true to myself as I can possibly be, and we'll see how I do. I'm kind of excited. This quiz was made for me, baby. The little tagline under the title here does say "You are now entering Curtistown," so I kind of feel like this person might be more of a Curtis fan than a me fan, but hopefully they still know enough about me to make this quiz correctly guess me. All right, first question. Your friend wears a whack pair of shoes. How do you respond? Is yelling "What are those" an option? What are those? No, it's not an option. Shit. Don't say anything, politely suggest that they change, roast the hell out of them, don't mention it, but spend the rest of the day thinking about it. If my friend was wearing a whack pair of shoes, I definitely don't think I would ask them to change. Like, how whack would they have to be? Unless they said something really offensive on them, or like, had swastikas on them. I don't know if I'd ask someone to change because I didn't like their shoes. Oh, that's what you're wearing? Oh. Can you change? You're making me uncomfortable. I don't think I've ever asked one of my friends to change what they're wearing because it makes me uncomfortable. Roast the hell out of them? Maybe. It depends on the shoes and it depends how close I am with the friend, but most likely I would probably not mention it and spend the rest of the day thinking about it. That sweet, sweet taste of LaCroix. It's just like soda, but without the flavor. I'm trying to stop drinking soda, so I've been drinking LaCroix. It's okay. It's okay. How often do you create art/content of some kind? Not too often. I like to put my all into my projects. Once in a blue moon. Pretty regularly. Sometimes I even make extra content on a very specific schedule every week, every day, etc. I would say pretty regularly. Sometimes I even make extra content. In fact, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm posting on my second channel. Guys, this is my second channel. This is where I like to get a little bit goofy. Just in case you were wondering, this isn't my main channel. So I'm gonna pick that one. Pick your least favorite internet trend. Country TikTok, YouTubers trying to become famous in Hollywood. That doesn't really bother me that much. That's fine. Weird children's content or FOMO posters? I wanna know what commentary YouTuber that is for. FOMO posters, like fear of missing out. I'm gonna say weird children's content because I've made quite a few videos about weird children's videos, so I feel like that most closely applies to me. What's your guilty pleasure? Trashy reality TV, watching so bad they're good movies, unironically making TikToks, binging cringy YouTube videos. There's a couple on here that I like. I really do like trashy reality TV. I watched The Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise. I just watched Love is Blind. Been watching a lot of Married at First Sight as well. So trashy reality TV is really up there. Watching so bad they're good movies. I do like doing that, but that's usually only for like when I'm going to make a video about it. I don't really do that in my free time that much. Unironically making TikToks, I sort of do that, but not very often. Yeah, I would say the thing I do most often is watch trashy reality TV, so I'm gonna say that. What's your relationship with social media? I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I really only go online if I have a random funny post to make. I mostly post pictures of my significant other and my pet. I do a lot of stalking, but not a lot of posting. Out of these options, I would probably say I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I do tend to do that. If you have my notifications on Twitter on, then you know. Sometimes I like to post things just for people who have my notifications on, so I tweet them and delete them really quickly. A lot of people don't understand what I'm doing, so they just think I delete a lot of tweets, but sometimes I like to just talk to the people who have my notifications on, so I do that. So I could understand how that could be me. Okay, I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I'm gonna pick that. Of these places, which would you like to visit most? Okay, we got Canada, London, Greece, and Japan. Now, here's the thing. I can kind of tell who's who here. Japan is clearly me, because I just went to Japan last year. Canada, maybe Curtis, because he lives there. Greece, okay, I don't know who the other two are really, but I'm pretty sure Japan is supposed to be me, but here's the thing is I already went to Japan, and this question is asking which of these places I would like to visit most, and I've already been to Japan. In fact, I've been to Canada, London, and Japan. The only place on here I haven't been is Greece, so I'm gonna have to pick Greece. And I'm a little worried about what that's gonna do to the results of this quiz, but I'm not about to lie and say I wanna go to Japan again before I go to Greece for the first time. So I'm picking that. And then I gotta get another sip of this LaCroix. Your friend is having a rough day. How would you cheer them up? Okay, this is an interesting one. Have a sincere conversation about what's bugging them. Offer to take them out to do something fun. Invite them over to watch funny videos with me. Or make jokes and try to make them smile. Shit, man, I don't know. My friend is having a rough day. How would you cheer them up? I don't know whoever made this is gonna judge this, cause like when have I ever like online shown that my friend is having a rough day and I cheered them up? When has that ever happened? I don't know. Like I've never made a video where like Curtis came over and he was all sad and I was like, hey buddy, I'm gonna make jokes to try to make you smile now. So I don't know how they're gonna judge this one, but I guess offer to take them out and do something fun. I think that would be nice to take their mind off of things. We could go play laser tag or something. What's something you like most about yourself? My ability to follow my dreams even if it's scary. My dreams are pretty scary. I only have nightmares. I don't have dreams that I work towards. I have nightmares that I work away from. My artistic skills, my ability to be a good friend, my deep thinking and introspectiveness. It sounds a little pretentious to say my artistic skills, but I do like feeling creative. Like when I do something and I'm like, damn, that was smart or that was creative or funny. I really like that. I feel like that's really fulfilling. So I'm gonna pick that, my artistic skills. What would you bring with you to a deserted island? A whole bunch of junk food? Who is that supposed to be? I feel like if that was me, I'd be like, what the fuck are you trying to say? An endless library of music, my laptop, or my pet? I definitely would not bring my pet to a deserted island. She would die. A bunch of junk food? No, probably not. I would probably bring my laptop, provided there's like a charger somewhere. I'm gonna go with my laptop. Okay, we might be getting close to the end here. I'm feeling pretty good about it so far. I've answered very truthfully. I have looked deep down into my soul for the first time in years to answer these questions. So if I don't get me, there's something wrong, either with the person who made this quiz or with the way I see myself. And Actually, come to think of it, judging by all the responses to my doppelganger tier list, I'm gonna say there's definitely something wrong with the way I see myself. But shit, I might fuck around and blame somebody else. Pick your favorite quality in a significant other. Someone who is kind and understanding. Someone who doesn't mind keeping our love life private. Someone who can handle my dry jokes. And someone who supports all my strange endeavors. I don't know, I feel like all of these are kind of true to an extent. I think Laura's very supportive. I'm gonna pick someone who supports all my strange endeavors. She's willing to leave the room when I gotta film. She's willing to film my weird ass music videos. I think being supportive is very important. What's your opinion on marriage? It rules, dude. Marriage is sick. Oh shoot. Okay, this is the last question. I really gotta make this count. The last question is, what's the first thing people notice about you? My height, my flawless makeup, my eyes, or my hair? I'm trying to picture who these are each based off. My height, at first I thought that meant someone was like extremely tall, and I was trying to picture what commentary YouTuber like towers over everyone else, but I'm pretty sure this is referring to like either Cody or Noel because they have the whole short kings thing. My flawless makeup, probably not me per se, although the one time I did wear makeup for a video, it was pretty good. So we're left with my eyes and my hair. You know, these are all pretty superficial. What if people notice like my sense of humor first? But no, everyone's gotta be like, oh shit, he's short, or damn, his hair is weird. I'm gonna go with eyes. You know what they say, eyes are the gateway to the hair. Man, what the fuck? Curtis? What answer? Okay. Huh? I answered these questions as truthfully as I could, and I get Curtis? That dweeb? That absolute dweeb Curtis? So the truth is out, huh? I'm really not me. I'm really Curtis. At the very least, I would expect to get Drew because there's all those jokes about how we're the same person, but no, I get Curtis, shirtless Curtis. This is not good news. Can I retake it? Okay, I'm gonna do the thing I did last time where I try to answer based off what I think the person thinks about me. I'm gonna do it really quick, lightning round. I'm gonna try to get me. Your friend does a whack pair of shoes, how do you respond? Politely suggest that they change. How often do you create art or content? I'm gonna say that pretty regularly. I still think that's true. What's your guilty pleasure? I guess watching So Bad They're Good movies, or maybe binging cringy YouTube videos. I'll say binging cringy YouTube videos, because I feel like maybe watching So Bad They're Good movies could also apply to Drew. I guess he watches cringy YouTube videos too though. Shit, man, I don't know. What's your relationship with social media? I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I still think that's true. I'm not even changing many of these answers. Okay, if you could go to one place, where would you go? Japan. I guess I'm going to Japan again. If your friend is having a rough day, how would you cheer them up? Invite them over to watch funny videos with me. Maybe that's like, because, you know, I sometimes do collabs with people, so it's like I'm inviting people over to watch fun videos with me, but it's not because they're upset. Yeah, the only times I ever collab with Drew or Curtis or anyone is because they're upset and they're sad and I need to cheer them up. What would you bring to a deserted island? An endless library of music. Okay, because I make music. Maybe the music thing has something to do with me. What's your opinion on marriage? It rules. What's the first thing people notice about you? Okay, so maybe my eyes wasn't right. Maybe I'll pick my hair. Okay. So, I'm not me, we've already established that, but do I at least know me well enough to be able to guess me in the quiz? Let's find out. I'm picking my hair. I'm going for it. Nice. All right, I did it. All I had to do was pretend to not be me and answer as someone who thinks they know me. And then I did it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is my second channel. This is where I like to get a little bit goofier and a little bit sillier, so make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna go finish my LaCroix. What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of Dance, Dance, Dance. Since I've been making videos on low-budget movies over the past couple months, I've gotten this movie suggested to me a lot. It's called Standing Ovation. It came out in 2010. It looks like sort of a High School Musical-y type movie or like a Disney Channel type movie. And I don't know if it was that popular amongst kids when it came out, so maybe some of you have seen it, I don't know. But I got this video recommended to me a lot, so I wanted to watch it, and I did. And it's really bad. It's just this really weird movie totally based around these dance competitions where these kids sing and dance, but all of the music is really bad. There's lots of really weird plot details or things that they mention at the beginning of the movie that you think are gonna come back and they never do. And overall, it just seems like a very lazily put together movie. I just kind of get the vibe that the filmmakers didn't really care when they were making this movie. They just thought like, kids will watch it even if it sucks and we will make money and that is good. So this movie starts off with a little dance competition, or it's like a singing competition, or a singing and dance competition. I'm not really sure what event it is that these girls compete in. It's like a singing and dancing competition where they choreograph and write their own songs and then perform them. So it opens with these kids singing and dancing and jumping all over the stage. And it looks like the main characters of the movie are running a little bit late, because that's what underdogs do at the beginning of movies. They show up late to things. We see them all hop out of a taxi. There's Brittany.
Mom, let's go.
That's the main character. And then her grandpa, who's the taxi driver, he wishes them good luck.
Good luck, you girls. Remember, you are the best. Hey, you're amazing. Beat you're the best. See, I told ya, I knew the alphabet.
I told you I knew the alphabet. You didn't believe me. You thought I didn't even know the letters in the alphabet, but look at me now. I got all the way to C. The music in this movie is really bad. So in this opening, it's just this random group dancing, but we do get introduced to a villain. Because while they're performing, we see this creepy man backstage press some buttons on this circuit breaker. And for some reason, instead of turning off the lights, it just sort of makes them flicker and buzz. Not sure why like flipping switches on a circuit breaker would just make the lights flicker and buzz like that, but nevertheless, it ruins their performance. Uh-oh, I smell a villain. My little villain sniffer is sniffing a guy that's up to no good. So before we're really even introduced to the main characters, we're actually introduced to the villains. So I thought that these girls were gonna be the main characters since it was introducing us to them first. These are the Wiggies. They're called that because they're always wearing wigs. They're the daughter of this guy, who's the richest man in town, and he owns a wig factory, so that's why they're wearing the wigs. You may remember this guy from a few seconds ago when he fucked with the lights.
Are you girls ready to kick some?
But do you have to be so crude, Jeff? I'm trying to teach them to be ladies.
Jeff, she is trying to teach them to be ladies. Do not tell them about butts. Ladies are not supposed to know about butts.
Ladies? I'm not raising ladies. I'm raising what?
Superstar.
What the fuck? God, I think they should have turned the microphones down for that part. This movie has lots of really weird plot points and lots of weird characters and bad writing, but it's weird production quirks like this that really put the icing on the cake for this movie. Like, was nobody monitoring the audio for this scene? Nobody noticed the bar like hitting the top of the audio levels? Because this scene is supposed to be showing off how good the rival gang is at singing, but instead it just makes them all sound like shit. Usually when movies have kid actors, they're like the weak point of the movie. But in this movie, I actually feel like the kids did a really good job. They're very cute, likable characters, and it's all of the things that the adults were supposed to do in this movie that made it really bad.
Loser. Yeah, well, at least we can sing. What did you say?
Oh shit. What she should have said was at least we don't clip the microphone every time we harmonize. So this is the first little altercation between the main characters and the rival gang. The main characters are called the Five Ovations and the rival gang are the Wiggies. And is it just me or is there like way too big of an age difference between the Five Ovations and the Wiggies? Because it says later on in the movie that the Five Ovations are 12 and the Wiggies look like they're like 20. Like what kind of league is this that they're in? What kind of dance competition is pitting 20-year-olds against literal middle schoolers? How could these girls even stand a chance?
You heard me. You better watch your mouth, girl.
Do you want to do this or not? Come on. No cat fights. Go.
Okay, fine. No cat fights, but we're still gonna hiss like little cats.
They look like a bunch of plastic dolls.
All I wanna do is sing. All I wanna do is dance.
Okay, this is another character that gets introduced. It's this little girl who's constantly trying to join the Five Ovations. She wants to be the 6th member of the group. She's very cute, but her part in the movie is really strange. For one, the song that she sings when she comes out is really weird. In editing, they must have taken out a couple beats from the song to make it like more concise, but they ended up making the song a really weird time signature.
All I wanna do is sing. All I wanna do is dance. All I wanna do is sing. Go, Alana, come on.
She also says weird shit like this.
You'll never win without me. I'll put the maloikis on you. You get warts on your face and your hair will fall out.
Get out of here.
She's gonna put the maloikis on them? What are the maloikis? Are we supposed to know what that is? She's gonna put the maloikis on them and they're gonna get warts all over their face and their hair's gonna fall out. Is this girl a witch?
Get out of here!
And they totally just gloss over it too. They're just like, ugh, get out! Stop threatening to curse us, you little witch girl! She also tries to join the Wiggies like 5 seconds later and they're not having it. And then she says some more weird shit to this stagehand.
They're gonna regret this. I speak with dead people.
And what do they say?
They complain a lot.
So I don't know if the Maloikis is like a family of dead people that she talks to all the time. Either way, it's very confusing, and by now you're probably thinking, okay, so this is like a singing and dancing movie that has like a weird supernatural twist to it. Like, are ghosts gonna come help them learn how to sing and dance? Like, this supernatural thing is going to come back later in the movie, right? And, no, it doesn't. The rest of the movie is just a teen dance movie. Nothing supernatural. It's just a weird thing that they set up at the beginning of the movie. Like, by the way, in this universe, there are ghosts. There might even be witches. But that's not important to this story.
I see you around school. All the girls want you because you're so cool.
So the Wiggies hit the stage and their dance is very professional. It's extremely polished, well choreographed, of course, because they're 20 years old. They could literally be professional dancers. And while they're on stage dancing, one of the Five Ovations girls' costume rips because the Wiggies put gum on their chair.
What the heck is this stuff? Chewing gum. Those Wiggies put it there on purpose.
So it makes it seem like the Wiggies sabotage all of their competitors in like really obvious ways. Like the first group of girls got the lights turned off on them, and then this group of girls had their costumes ripped open. Don't you think the judges would be like, huh, it's kind of weird that at every single competition, the Wiggies are the only ones that don't have something super big go wrong with their performance. That's kind of suspicious. Also, did the first group get another chance after the lights got turned off on them? Or were the judges just like, well, their dancing was really good, but the part where the lights turned off and flickered and there was that buzzing sound was really scary and weird. I don't know why they added that. And the choreography for that part was really weird too. Like, why did they just stop dancing and look around all confused like they had no idea what was going on? It's gonna be a no from me, Chief. When I first saw the scene of the Wiggies dancing, I was like, those headsets look just like Xbox 360 headsets. And then you get a closer look at them later, and they totally are. They didn't even try to paint over the Xbox 360 logo. And at first I was like, oh, well, they're just props, obviously. Like, they're not actually singing through those things, because the first group that was on stage didn't have them. But as the Wiggies are getting off stage, they take them off and hand them to the stagehand, and then pay him to put pepper in them to sabotage the Five Ovations, which he does while they're standing like right there, and then he walks away to go stand in the corner facing the wall.
Can you bounce to the beat tonight? Can you bounce? Can you bounce? Everything's alright. Can you bounce, bounce, bounce?
And of course, the pepper ruins their performance. They start sneezing up a storm. Their whole dance number is ruined. This one girl sneezes so hard, her costume comes undone again. And the audience thinks it's hilarious. Everyone is laughing hysterically. Everyone, except for this one girl, is laughing hysterically. I love the thought of this group of 12-year-old girls messing up like one of the biggest performances of their lifetime in front of this really big crowd on a dance number they worked really hard on. And the audience, full of grown-ass adults just laughing hysterically at them. Like, damn, that is brutal. Drag them, grown adults. You drag those little girls. Later on, Brittany is in the car sulking, and she's being consoled by her grandpa, whose Irish accent is suddenly 10 times stronger than it was in the first scene.
You're going to have to give it up, girl.
I'm not sure the audience even liked us today.
Yeah, no, they definitely didn't. They laughed you off the stage. I don't know how they could have been any more clear that they didn't like your performance. Brittany has a troubled home life, to say the least. Both of her parents are gone. I think her mom is dead and her dad left. They don't really ever say why. He just got mad one time and left.
So why did he leave Mark and me?
He was that angry?
So they live with their grandpa. Their brother is a bit of a troublemaker as well. Oh, and their grandpa has a crippling addiction to betting on horse races. So much so that they often can't pay their electricity bill. So they just chill with like 1,000 candles in their house, like they're performing a seance.
Dumb is dumb, and there ain't nothing dumber.
Turn off the electric again.
Is that a light switch? I don't think that that's a light switch. I think that that's a dimmer. It's not even clicking when he presses it. He's pressing a stationary object. Dad, you forgot to pay the electricity bill again! Hey guys, I don't want to assume anything, but Maybe your lights would work if you bought real light switches. The grandpa's gambling addiction is actually so bad that Brittany and her brother have to hide all of the money that they make in an ice tray in the freezer so that the grandpa won't find it and go spend it on horse races.
CBS Television is having a best music video contest with the finalists singing on national television for $1 million.
I like this girl. She delivers every line like that. Like she's like kind of not really sure if she's allowed to say what she's saying, or she's just not really sure about anything. And they're having a competition for like $1 million. I don't know, is that what I'm supposed to say? So this is the main conflict of the entire movie. There's this TV station that's having this music video contest. The winner gets like $1 million and a record deal, and they get to perform on this TV station all the time. And guess who already signed up? The Wiggies.
And the Wiggies have already started rehearsing for it. What? They start rehearsals here today. What do you mean here? Mr. Wiggs, he already rented the gym and a professional choreographer from Los Angeles.
And then there's this part where the little girl, remember the little girl from earlier? She like hops into the music video because she wants to be a part of it, and the dad pulls her aside, and then this conversation happens.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm practicing to dance so I can join the group. They need some talent like me.
Well, you're too small.
What? What was the purpose of that shot? I did not alter that at all. That's exactly what happens. They're in the middle of a conversation, and then they just throw in this weird slow-mo shot zooming in on one of the Wiggies' faces. I don't understand why. What is the purpose? It's just that when you're editing a movie, it goes through like so many iterations and passes when multiple people are looking at it and the director's reviewing it. Multiple people made the conscious decision to first put this into the edit and then keep it in the edit, and I can't figure out why.
Oh my God.
Then we get some more scenes showing how troubled Brittany's life is. Her brother is hanging around this group of very goth people.
How's it going, bro?
What's going on, man? How's the little sister?
I'm not your sister, and he ain't your bro.
Ooh-wee! Little Miss Chili Pepper, strutting her stuff.
This one boy talks like he's a character from Rick and Morty.
Ooh-wee! Whatever you want, Rick. We're here to help.
Then there's a scene where she's singing on the pier trying to make money, and this dude tries to steal from her.
You took my $10. You need to give it back.
What are you talking about?
I got a picture of your fat little fingers taking it right here.
But luckily, this girl, Joey, steps in to help.
You two are sick. They gotta run you two out of here.
Yeah, you're guilty, mister, and you know it. You got any more tips?
Yeah, and lots of them. All you gotta do is let me manage you and the group.
We don't need a manager.
Didn't look that way yesterday. You know those Wiggies? They made you look like a bunch of clumsy fools on that stage.
So, what would you have done?
Wouldn't even have happened if I'd been in charge. If I were there, they would have been swimming with the fishes.
She would have killed the Wiggies? If they tried to sabotage the show, she would have murdered those girls. Sounds like a good manager to me.
How much would we have to pay you?
You don't gotta pay me nothing. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. All you gotta do is help me find somebody.
What kind of somebody?
Somebody that stole $90,000 from my family 12 years ago.
So Joey tells Brittany that she'll actually manage them for free as long as Brittany helps her with a very special mission. Apparently a long time ago, somebody stole $90,000 from Joey's dad, and Joey wants to find the person who did it because apparently the stress of getting $90,000 stolen from him killed Joey's dad.
Because the stress put my pop 6 feet under.
He was so stressed out that he died. Then there's this scene where the Wiggies are shooting part of their music video at this club. They're dancing on stage, they're being filmed, and there's this group that's performing a song that's really bad.
Means that the dance floor's wait for me, and I can't wait.
And the young 12-year-old girls are actually at the club too, because apparently it's a club that only serves vitamin water and not alcohol. This scene is very bad. Not much happens in it, and like every 10 seconds, it cuts back to this group performing their song, and the song is just like them repeating the same word over and over. For a movie that's totally centered around music, the writers really seem to phone it in for the whole music part of it. Like, one of the reasons that High School Musical was such a big success is because the songs were like catchy and fun and kids loved to sing them. In this movie, the songs are just like, on the dance floor, on the dance floor, yay, on the dance floor. There's a song that the Five Ovations perform that's just one of the girls saying yeah over and over. So throughout this whole movie, a couple things are going on. The girls are shooting their music video and they have a couple run-ins with the Wiggies, like this one where they both show up to the same restaurant, and then the Wiggies sing this weird song about manners.
Soup to nuts, mind your P's and Q's. Sit up straight or you get no food. Girls, girls, listen to dad.
Don't make him mad.
Don't make me sad.
Don't make him mad. Don't make me sad. Come now, girls, use your manners. Please don't make daddy cry. And then there's several scenes of Joey and Brittany trying to hunt down the person who stole all that money from her dad. And in every one of these scenes, Joey uses some ridiculous lethal shit to try to get answers out of the person she's talking to. Like here, she's using some poison that she has in a spray can. Here, she pulls a fucking cobra out of her purse. Whoa. And locks a dude in a room with it. The goth boy from earlier tries to intimidate them, and a fucking electric eel comes out of her bag and bites him in the face. I don't know how this dude's not dead. This girl is dangerous. She's a psychopath. I don't think she was joking when she was talking about killing the Wiggies earlier. So they finished their music video and they submit it, and now they're nervously awaiting a call to see if they're going to be one of the finalists that gets to go to New York.
I can't believe you guys are eating. Aren't you nervous?
I always eat when I'm nervous. What's with the dot?
She's been chanting and meditating for our success.
Is it true? Is it really true?
They're not gonna follow up with any more questions about that, about what just happened. They're just gonna gloss over that. They're just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. She's so stressed about the results of the contest that she became Hindu, as one does. So of course the Five Ovations make the finals and the Wiggies do too. We get to see the Wiggies music video, which of course is a highly professional music video made by grown adults. Although it is kind of weird, it doesn't seem like they used any of the footage that we saw them shoot for the music video. The Five Ovations have a pretty good music video too. They even got this group of boys to be in it. They come in and drop some bars.
Please, I ain't got a front for you. I'm the leader of the pack and I brought my crew.
You brought your crew? Yeah, I brought mine too. Now, baby, show me what you're gonna do.
True, I don't think you're ready yet. You know I'm cool by the way I step.
You know I'm cool by the way that I step. Okay, so from here it gets kind of confusing and I'm a little foggy on what happens. But even though they were already picked as finalists to come to New York, there's another round of eliminations and they get picked as finalists again. So they're like the finalists of the finalists. And even though the whole competition is based around making an original song and a music video, the way that they're gonna pick the winners is by having everyone perform a song live, and it's not the song from the music video. They have to make a different song and new choreography, and it's not about music videos anymore, it's a dance competition again. The Wiggies' performance is good, very well choreographed. They even brought back the guy from the club.
Here they come, here they come, here they come.
But the Five Ovations performance is insane.
I am a T2 intergalactic space traveler with a female interface. Make me dance.
It's like this weird outer space experimental experience.
I am T3 intergalactic space traveler with a male interface. Make me dance.
They got like a ton of extra dancers. They have this adult woman. The little girl from before who wanted to be in their group is suddenly in it, but now she has this hauntingly angelic voice. Like, how did these 12-year-olds write, produce, even conceive of this? So they win, of course. Obviously, because they basically reinvented the art of dance on stage for everyone to see. And they get the $1 million and they get the TV deal and all that, but that's not really where the movie ends, because Joey found the guy that stole all that money from her pops. And coincidentally, he's right upstairs because he's the CEO of the TV station. So Brittany and Joey go upstairs to confront him, and this happens.
You wanna go back to whatever dump you came from with nothing?
It's better than working for a creep like you.
Dumb is dumb and ain't nothing dumber.
What did you just say?
Dumb is dumb and there ain't nothing dumber.
I said you're dumb, kid. Now get out of here.
You said dumb is dumb, and there ain't nothing dumber.
He's her dad. The CEO of the TV station is Brittany's daddy, and Brittany's daddy stole money from Joey's daddy, and now he's a rich daddy. And he left Brittany, I guess just to go be rich. And at first, Brittany's all upset and she leaves and she's like, I don't want you to be a part of my life. You abandoned me and my brother just so you could go be rich, and also you stole from this girl's dad so hard that he died. But then the dad comes back and buys everyone presents, and everyone just forgives him. Even the grandpa who got stuck raising his kids when he just abandoned them to go be rich, and the son who he abandoned is just like, hey, dad's back. Cool, nothing to look into there.
She's tough, Dad.
You tell me about it.
And Brittany's a little skeptical at first. She's like, you can't just win me over with all these presents. And then he's like, but I also threw a party and everyone's invited.
So, why isn't Joey here?
She's gonna be at the party.
Party? What party?
They're having a party for everyone in the contest, even the Wiggies are coming.
Come on, y'all!
And then at the party, they hug and make up. And that's the end of the movie. The movie ends with Brittany being like, I wish my mom could come back. And the dad's like, well, she can't. And then they hug and then roll credits. And that's the end of the movie.
I want you to bring back my mother.
Honey, I wish I could do that. Little baby. Oh.
So what was the moral of the movie? What did we learn? Don't hide your money in the ice tray from your grandpa because he'll find it. It's okay to leave your kids as long as when you come back, you are rich. I'd say there's actually a lot of pretty solid morals in this story. All right, guys, well, that's the entire movie. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. If you're new, you're probably wondering why I have the word Greg on my wall. And that's because my family on YouTube is called Greg. And all you have to do to join is turn on my notifications and subscribe. There are many benefits to being in Greg, and one of them is being immortal. So please subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Okay, thank you Harmony Rose for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time where I get hit by a car and I just keep on flying. I just fly all the way into the sky, into space, and into the sun. Bye! This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. Yeah. Over now. So why are you still watching this? Do you not have? Whoa, my new YouTube video is doing really well. And I'm getting subs like crazy. I must have really figured this YouTube thing out. I mean, if I just keep doing this, I'll be a YouTube star in no time. Well, as long as nothing gets in the way of me posting videos. Time to sit back and relax with a nice warm beer to celebrate my pending YouTube fame. Gosh, I feel like nothing could go wrong right now. This is pretty good, actually. What is this? Forget juice. That's a weird name for a beer. Oh God, I don't feel so good. Oh. I hope this doesn't impact my ability to make YouTube videos. God, how long have I been asleep for? 3 days? I need to make a YouTube video! All right, let's do this. Where's the camera? Camera. Hey, all right, Danny, come on, you can do this. You know how to make a video. You've made dozens of them before. Hey, what's going on? I don't know how to make videos anymore. I forgot how to make videos. What do I do? How to make video. Step 1, press record. What's going on, guys? What's up, guys? What's happening, people? What's happening, guys? I'm doing it! I'm doing it! I'm making a video! I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Alright. I can do this. I put in the work. I practiced. I know how to make a YouTube video. I just have to press record and start talking. I'm gonna make you proud. Alright. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do this. Alright. 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? It's me, Danny, back with another hilarious video, and today we are going to be reacting to Jake Paul's new song, the Jake Pauler song. I hope you liked that little video explaining why I haven't been posting videos lately. None of it's true, but I hope you like it. The real reason I haven't been making videos is because I have this autoimmune disease that made it so all of my joints were swollen and painful for a really long time. But for a while I couldn't walk or get out of bed, so that makes it kind of hard to make YouTube videos. So I'm feeling a little bit better now, so I'm gonna start posting more videos here on jakepaulhate.com, or sorry, YouTube. So let's just dive right into it, because there's this new song called the Jake Pauler song by Jake Paul, and I just want to dive in and take a look and analyze this thing because for reviews. So it's actually pretty funny. So let's go ahead and watch it. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it, but let's go ahead and watch it. So far, the beat sounds pretty banging, and the cinematography is pretty good. Both things that I don't think Jake had any part in, but I still gotta give him credit. It's a solid intro.
Jake Paul is coming through. Yeah, Jake Paul is on the crew. Jake Paul is with the views. Yeah, who the are you?
Who the f are you? Dude, what happened to who the hell are flipping you? You can't just start dropping F-bombs. You can't just go from flipping to like that. What? Get fired from Disney Channel and all of a sudden you're Mr. Now? All of a sudden you're Mr.
I love my army, they my family, they be riding so hard. My fans so fly, I don't know why they all be rocking Go-Yard.
What is Go-Yard? What is Go-Yard? Is that a thing? Go-Yard? What is that? Did he just make that up so that he had something to rhyme so hard with? Go-Yard? A French trunk and leather goods maker. Your fans are all rocking leather suitcases? How much does this stuff cost? Go-Yard bag. How do I find how to buy one? $900? All of your 13-year-old fans are rocking $1,000 leather bags?
Go to work, they buy their merch, it's selling like a god church.
Okay, that's not like a compliment to your fans, that's a compliment to you. So you're just rapping about yourself now.
Just hit 10 million subs. Guess my prayers to God.
You hit 10 million subs. All of your fans didn't also hit 10 million subs.
The colors are in first. It's every day, bro. Tatted on our shirts. It's tatted on our skirt. It's tatted on my socks.
It's tatted on your shirt? You can't get something tattooed on a shirt. Well, you can't these things. You can't tattoo socks. You could just say written. You don't have to say tatted. It's written on my shoes. It's written on my socks. It's written on my shirt. What is why tatted?
Yeah, Jake Paul is other shit. What's up, guys? Checking on you.
Why is he shirtless in every shot? And why is there a crowd of 11-year-old girls dancing behind him? That's the most mysterious thing about this video. Who are those girls? Where are their parents? Where is his shirt? I'd like to see his shirt, honestly, because apparently he has something tattooed on it.
I love you guys, and I wouldn't be anywhere without.
And then who's that 25-year-old guy having a stroke?
Can't get views without my name. They make stuff about my name. They pay their bills with my name. I give them all their content and
I feel personally attacked by that, but he's not wrong. That's correct. Alright guys, it was not good. I have a lot of questions. Where is his shirt? How did you get somebody to tattoo your shirt? Where did those girls come from? Every time he releases a song, I'm like, okay, this got less than 300,000 likes and 310,000 dislikes. There's no way he's gonna keep making music, right? And then I see somewhere in the news, now he's making a song with Gucci Mane. Gucci Man? Is it Gucci Mane or Gucci Man? Like an actual rapper is making a song with Jake Paul. Like, first off, why? On both sides. Jake Paul, your 11-year-old fans do not listen to Gucci Mane. And also, Gucci Mane, what part of your demographic overlaps with Jake Paul's fans? You can say what you want about how clever this song was, or about how bizarre the video is. The Jake Paulers really are a great fan base. And it makes me mad because, like, where's my fan base? I know you guys are there and you're watching this video, but like, we don't even have a name. I think I said in a video like months ago that our name is the Goons. We are Goons. That was a reference to my old Instagram handle, Danny Gonzalez, and my old Twitter handle, Danny Gonzalez. But I got those changed, so now I'm Danny Gonzalez on both, so now it doesn't even make any sense that we're the Goons. What is that? What does that mean? It honestly sounds pretty stupid. We need to step up our game, okay? We need a new fan base name. We need a strong name, because we're the strongest family on the internet. That's true. See, I don't have a name, but whatever we are, we're the strongest army out there. We need a name that makes everybody want to be a part. So let's, you know what? I'm gonna Google strong names. 8 strong and powerful baby boy names. Gregory. Greg. That's a good strong name. What do you think when you think Greg? You think strong? You think loyal, committed? That's perfect. Greg. That's gonna be our fan name. We're Greg. I don't see any reason why not. Other YouTubers have names like Jake Pauler. He just added onto the end of his name. Logang. He just added a G on the end of his name. And we are gonna be Greg. Our fan base is called Greg, and we are all individually Gregs. I'm a Greg. You are Greg. We're all Greg. Greg is beautiful. Greg is the strongest family on the internet. Greg is changing the world. Greg is a savage. Greg doesn't care what you think. We're gonna be Greg, okay? And I don't already regret this decision. So Greg, it sounds cool, right? Yeah, that's cool. Greg. That sounds cool. Greg. Shout out to Cat Fable. Thank you for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. And so thanks for watching, Greg. If you're not Greg yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification button to turn on our notifications. And you can be Greg. It's cool. It is cool. It's cool, right? It's cool. Greg is cool. Okay, so subscribe if you want to be part of Greg. Make sure you throw a like on this video. And I will see you guys next time. Logan Paul, diss track. Rice Gum, diss track. All getting millions of views. At first I'm like, what the fuck's up with these dudes? Till I saw they were getting views like cheaper seats. I know that I'm an all-around really nice guy, but why nobody wanna beef with me? I see these other guys roasting each other and raking in views. The channels are flourishing, so if you think I get mad if you roasted me, I can endure it, man. I would encourage it, honestly. Hello, welcome back to the second channel, guys. I know that I just posted a video in this exact same outfit talking about the Titanic 2, which is a cruise ship, but I have more info on cruise ships, and that is because people are now living on cruise ships. Could this be the solution to the housing crisis? No. Is it interesting to talk about nonetheless? Yes.
You could live on a cruise ship full-time between $30,000 to $50,000 a year. No worries about rent, homeowners insurance.
No worries about rent. However, it does cost $30,000 to $50,000 a year, which would technically be rent.
You live on a ship, and a lot of it is included. You'll get free food, free drinks, you get to travel the world. No worries whatsoever. No fixing leaky roofs, plumbing problems, foundation issues.
You don't get to have any belongings because you live in a tiny cruise ship room. You can own like 10 articles of clothing total, and you sleep in a bunk bed.
The list goes on. Just live on a cruise ship, travel. Life is easy.
It is a interesting idea, and I can actually see it being appealing to some people, but Graham, I think you might be overselling it a little bit. If it was that great, wouldn't you be doing it? Why don't you live on a cruise ship, Graham Stephan? So you might think it just seems like a far-fetched idea, a hypothetical, a pipe dream. But what if I told you that there are people actually living that pipe dream?
This is Angeline and Richard Burke.
Sorry, I know that I'm 2 seconds into the video. What? That is an insane smile. All right, smile.
Our yearly costs were close to $75,000 a year. When we moved in 2013, all of our things went up in flames in a moving truck. So that kind of helped us become minimalist.
No, it didn't kind of help you become minimalist. It forced you into minimalism. It minimalized you. That's crazy. Well, I guess that solves the problem of like having to get rid of all your stuff to go move into a cruise ship.
When it came time for retirement, these avid travelers picked a new home that matched their frugal lifestyle.
What's confusing to me is like, how do you live on the ship? Because once you get back to the dock where you started and where it ends, will they let you stay on the ship? Like if you're booked on the next one, do you get to keep your same room? Because you'd want to be able to like set up shop in one room and not have to constantly be getting off the ship and getting back on, switching rooms. You'd want a little place to call home, right?
And they've spent the last few years globetrotting from port to port.
Tokyo was great, Kuala Lumpur was great, Singapore was great.
Name one place you didn't like. I don't want to hear about the great places. I want to hear him say like, Italy was great, France was great. Spain fucking sucked. England was great.
Not everything's easier. Laundry's not always easy. Sometimes laundry's done in the sink.
In the end, these inconveniences are minor compared to the money they're saving.
Like the last 2 years or so, it was $35,000 or less.
Yearly cost of living $35,000. So that's like the equivalent of a little less than $3,000 a month. That's actually kind of baller. I mean, if they're happy with that, I'm just a little curious about the logistics here.
It's incredible how you can make that so much more affordable when you bundle in.
And come to think of it, why is it so affordable? If you wanted to live in an apartment building that was this nice, that had all of these amenities, free shows every night, free food, a pool, gym, like a city inside, some of these cruise ships are insane. I think it would cost more than $3,000 a month. So why is it that when all of those things are on a boat in the ocean, it costs less? How is that possible? Is it actually the land itself that costs so much? And so if you're not on land, you're on the water, then you're not paying for mortgage on a land. Let me see if I can Google this. Why are cruises so cheap, at least relative to hotels? They expect most people will spend more on the ship. Oh, you are a more or less captive audience, so they know many people will spend more money in booze, the casino, upsell restaurants, ship shops, and art auction scam. Aha! So they make money off you once you're there. That $3,000 a month is just to get in the door, and then you have to spend money on other stuff, but not food. You know, like if you were a tourist there and didn't live there, you'd probably get souvenirs, photos, all that jazz. They are genuinely traveling a lot while they're there because they're getting off at each port. They've visited all these countries, so they're probably spending a decent amount of money taking taxis, excursions, stuff like that as well that they wouldn't be spending on if they lived in a stationary place.
We've proven to ourselves we don't need a house, we don't need a home base, we don't need a car.
What if you need to get something in the mail? Where do you mail it to? If you order something from Amazon, where does it show up? Does an Amazon delivery person, like, you see them paddling in a canoe towards your boat on the horizon? I guess why would they need to get mail? Why does anyone need mail? I think if anything, the one thing these people have proven is that you don't need mail. All right, here's another person, 88-year-old retires and lives on a cruise ship.
An estimated 24 million people are expected to take cruises this year. One report showed more than a quarter of them are age 60 or older, and more than 1/5 are retired.
And 50% of them actually just had all of their belongings go up in flames in a moving truck. It's kind of a weird coincidence.
But for one woman, the ocean liner is her only home. CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg met her while covering another story on board.
Oh, damn, she's friendly with the captain. No wonder she wants to stay on the ship. He likes her.
Did you miss me?
I did.
They're in love. She just lives on the cruise ship because she's dating the captain.
But how often are you talking to the family at home?
Oh, I talk to them every day.
Okay.
Okay. Have you told them about us yet?
Aboard the Crystal Serenity, she's known simply as Mama Lee, and she's been living there for the past 8 years.
I do what I want, when I want, if I want.
She and her late husband, Mason, took nearly 100 cruises together.
Oh my God. So she was already about that cruise life before this thing even came into existence. She went on 100 cruises? That's wild. It's like she's already spent more time on cruise ships than she has living a normal life.
The last thing he ever said to me, this was the day before he died.
The last thing he ever said to me is, I'm not gonna fit on this floating door. You just have to take it yourself. And then he just sort of drifted off into the deep.
Don't you quit cruising.
Oh, don't quit cruising. That's what he said. Okay.
But I got very, very tired of packing and unpacking. So I said, there's got to be a better way to do this.
And the answer was, how about I don't leave at all?
Uh-huh.
She makes it seem like it was his idea. That's good. I should do that.
Everybody knows her, and she knows everybody.
Birger Vorland is captain of the Crystal Serenity.
Oh, he's the captain? Then who was that other guy?
She gets along with her day, and she makes herself busy, and she has her things and her opinions, and she's a wonderful person.
Her opinions? Why did you bring that up? What kind of opinions does she have? She's great, you know. She does have her, opinions. She's 88 years old, but other than that, she's great.
There are a lot of people who would say, well, I'm going to go to a retirement place.
Oh, hell no. Why do that? I'm now a great-grandmother, and my grandchildren are having children, but I don't want to be there every minute for that.
Wow, my grandchildren are having children, and I don't want to be anywhere near those suckers. If they want to see me, they're going to have to shell out $3,000 for a cruise. That actually would be super annoying if one of my relatives did this and I had to book a cruise every time I wanted to see them. I don't know that I would see them very often.
I love babies, but they grow up.
They grow up, and I don't want to be there when that happens.
Hundreds of different ports. But where the ship is going? Irrelevant. For Mama Lee, these days, the ship is the destination.
Everything has been there, done that. If I've been there and done that, I don't go off the ship. And I love it when everybody goes touring. I got the whole ship to myself with all the help.
You got this figured out.
Oh, absolutely.
So she doesn't even leave the ship most of the time, unlike that other couple. Well, for her then, it's like not really even like being on vacation. It kind of is just like living in a senior home. There's people there to cook you stuff, you have help all the time, you have a tiny room. Why is it different than just being at a senior living place? I guess because it's not just seniors living there, but she doesn't even like kids because they grow up.
Cruise director Rick Spath considers himself part of her extended family at sea.
That's Lee. She doesn't care where the ship goes. She loves to dance her way around the world.
I dance every single day at 5:15. I think I live a fairy tale existence.
I still think I do the same dance step with every dance.
Yeah, you do, but that's okay.
Thanks, Charlie.
This is interesting. It seems like it's mostly a retired people thing. I wonder if cruise lines will start to encourage this trend. They could start a cruise line just for retired people. Imagine a whole boat on the ocean with just full of old people. And it doesn't even stop at ports because they don't want to get off. They just want to do their thing. It doesn't even move. It just like floats 20 feet off the dock. Okay, here's an article on CNBC. See what a 28-year-old paid for an apartment on a cruise ship. Oh, so it's not just retired people. There's 28-year-olds doing this as well. 28-year-olds like, yeah, the only way I could see my grandma is if I live on a cruise ship with her, so I'm kind of stuck here. Wells, who is 28 and lives in San Diego, leased a residence on board a luxury boat that he will move into and work remotely from for at least 3 years as it sails around the world. So he doesn't live in San Diego then. He lives on the open sea. It comes complete with medical services, a farmer's market, private kitchens, and an exercise center. Farmer's market? And where exactly are these local farmers growing their crops? The thing that most excites me is I don't have to upend my daily routine in order to go see the world. Well, you did have to do that, but it will just become your daily routine, I guess. You did upend your whole life to do this. The MV Narrative is an upscale residential ship being built by Storylines, the brainchild of co-founder and CEO Alistair Punton, who had never been on a cruise before founding the company. Now, how much will this cost to live permanently on this thing? For an entry-level Discover Studio, which at 237 square feet includes a fold-away bed, pantry area, desk, and separate shower room. $300 grand for 12 years. Okay, let's do the math. By Googling it. $25,000 a year, which, you know, is like $2,000 a month. Rent-wise, it's not terrible, but space-wise it is, actually. 237 square feet? Okay, well that's definitely not the room from the picture. Oh, for this residency, this is priced from $875,000 to $8 million. Okay, yeah, I gotta say, actually, for that price tag, it no longer seems worth it. I'm sorry, that's insane. It launched fractional ownership options in November with a 25% share starting at around $600,000. So it's like you're buying an apartment on the cruise ship, but if the cruise ship can't fill up enough rooms to like maintain business and stay afloat, then you just don't get to live there anymore? Oh, all-inclusive fees come on top of the purchase price, starting at around $2,100 a person per month. That $2,000 a month that he's paying over the course of 12 years is just for the room itself, and then he also has to pay $2,100 per month So really he's paying like $4,000 per month to stay in a very small room. Uh-oh, 3-year cruise abruptly canceled. Okay, I don't think this was about the same thing we were just reading about, but yeah, that does seem like it could be a huge issue for this kind of lifestyle. I mean, even if you're like the lady who lives on the cruise ship, what if one of the cruises gets canceled because of weather or something, or the boat needs maintenance? Do they make you get off the ship? I kind of feel like they would.
The Life at Sea cruise was set to kick off in Istanbul in early November, with stops in 135 countries across all 7 continents, with prices ranging from roughly $30,000 per person each year to well over $100,000. Carrie Whitman tells us she already paid $32,000 for the trip, also selling her home and most of her possessions.
Even in planning, there were challenges. Like there were no travel insurance companies that could put a plan together for 3 years.
Well, that sounds like that would be a red. What's up, Greg? And welcome back to another episode of Virtual Boys. Because today I'm doing my first virtual collab with my virtual boys, Drew and Curtis. Say hi, everybody.
I was syncing up our audio.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we already did that. You don't have to clap again.
Okay.
I thought you said to do it again while you were talking. Say something, Danny?
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about...
Got it.
Yeah, I think we're all good now.
We were already synced. We've been synced the whole time, so you guys don't have to do that ever again. Ever in your whole life. Your audio is going to be synced for the rest of your life.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
That saves a bunch of time.
So I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other, and it's been kind of hard because we're good friends, and everyone knows that. And I was thinking of what TikToks I could show you that would kind of make us all feel better about not being able to see each other for so long.
Okay.
And so I stumbled upon these TikToks that are sort of like they're sort of like relationship advice TikToks, I guess. Relationship and life advice TikToks.
Okay.
That I think will really cheer you guys up, because I think that is what you guys need right now.
So you're trying to cheer us up. You're not using these to give us advice that you think we need, right? Is that?
Well.
Are you saying like we're not doing a good enough job in this relationship? Here's some advice.
Yeah, you need some relationship advice because you haven't seen me in so long, and I figure it's just because you guys don't really know how friendships work.
Yeah, we're not holding up our end of the bargain to you, I guess.
You guys haven't visited me in forever, so I'm gonna show you some relationship advice TikTok, because you guys aren't being very good friends lately. In fact, for like almost for like a year actually.
Oh yeah, exactly 1 year. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We messed up.
Oh well, anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and watch one. What do you guys say?
Sure.
Okay. So what is the metaphor here exactly? I know that this isn't to be taken literally, but
I think it means you gotta work hard so you can punch your family away at the, at the very end of the day.
Yeah, because they didn't just dissolve their problems, they also dissolved their family. They annihilated their family.
The husband is like, look, I know I'm not around a lot right now, I'm working really hard, but one day I'm gonna come home with a big diamond and we'll be able to kill our whole family. Finally.
Once we get these pesky children out of the way, I can finally retire. Just you, me, and our diamond.
I like that also the family is depicted as this boulder that's like crushing the mom. Like, is that how you guys think of your family and how it'll be someday when you have kids?
Family, friends, pretty much everyone I know. Just kind of a boulder that's crushing me.
Okay, so the first guy... Oh, so this is a guy trying to get his wife to come and be with him.
And she's saying, no, I don't need your current riches. My husband will have future riches.
Yeah. Also, I think that guy is just that guy in a red shirt. So it's his twin, I'm guessing?
Yeah. So is that the same woman in the same way that...
Yeah, so this account, CPTN Boo, Captain Boo.
Captain Boo.
I believe it's just two people. It's this man and his Boo. Maybe it's the captain and his Boo.
He's the captain, she's the Boo.
She's King Boo from Mario.
We get it, you're a gamer
Epic. Dude, that was an epic joke.
Yeah, I started streaming Minecraft on Twitch, and I guess you could say I know a lot about video games now.
Yeah, now you're showing us videos with fucking mining for diamonds in it.
You know all about this.
Yeah.
This specifically.
This actually happens in my own personal life while I'm playing Minecraft. Laura is like dealing with the pressure of our family and obligations bearing down on her, and I'm just up here in my little room playing Minecraft, digging for diamonds.
So they're so sad.
Whoa.
I got big green. I got little green.
Yay,
she got the trophy.
I'm gonna win the carrot trophy. And that's it? That's the end?
That's the end of the
ending
video.
is implied.
I like that there's a trophy for biggest sprout of a carrot. Like, it's like at a county fair that there would be like a trophy for the biggest carrot, but for some reason they don't bother to pull it out of the ground to actually see how big it is. They're just like, damn, that's big leaves.
No, they don't give like MVP to the best basketball player. They give it to the best, like best person who looks like
the guy with the longest hair.
Yeah, every competition is based on who has the longest and greenest hair. I love how I think this is kind of a theme in these, how upset the dude gets when he comes back and his carrot is little. Like falling down to his knees and like weeping.
God,
like,
why?
What would you say is the lesson of this TikTok?
Do you think it's related to anything sexual? Like, just because the guy's rocking a big bush doesn't mean he's actually packing it down there.
Dick is gonna be that big.
You're hearkening back to that old stereotype of guys who have a lot of pubes have huge dicks.
Yeah, but not so.
No. He could have a tiny little, maybe just a little mustache over.
Yeah, also implying that, like, you know how much pubes a guy has before you see his dick. Like, the pubes are on display first.
So this one is called Love Is and then a heartbreak emoji, which I feel like is the opposite of what love is, but I guess we'll find out why they think that.
Can I predict what it's going to be? I haven't seen this yet.
Yeah.
So they're both digging from each side. I think they're going to get really close and they're going to give up. And the point is persevere, because you never know when you're one scratch of land away from meeting your lover.
Pizza.
I'm getting pizza.
Oh, but the girl persevered. But the guy walked out of frame, so he's gone, I guess. Can she see him just walking away like pizza?
Yeah, he's got to be just like a few extra feet away.
He was just off screen, and she's like, no, where'd he go?
But nevertheless, she breaks down and falls to her knees.
Yeah, does all of their TikToks end in someone an agonizing despair?
Yeah, even when they have happy endings, the person's still like...
I don't know. I understand. They're supposed to be underground, correct?
Yes.
Why is there a blue sky with clouds behind them?
That is a good question. It should just be more rock, right?
Do you think that these people are dead and this is what heaven is like?
Where is God?
Okay, fine, God. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get heaven pizza.
So I'd say that this one's pretty relatable, right? The only thing that can make you stop looking for love, really, is the thought of going to have a slice of pizza. Okay, more mining for diamonds.
For diamonds.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what they're saying about these two different characters, because one girl is like in a little skirt and she's like dancing and she's like, give me the diamond. And the other girl...
she's smoking hot.
Yeah, she's smoking hot.
She's smoking hot.
Those actually aren't clouds in the background. That's smoke coming off of her. And then this girl is wearing long pants and she looks very sad.
She's smoking ugly.
Yeah, it's because she's so ugly. Yeah. You'd be sad too if you were that ugly.
Oh shit!
Wait, that's the end of the TikTok.
Wait, that's the end?
Holy shit!
Did they run out of time? You get what's gonna happen.
You can see where this is going.
Yeah, the moment the ending is clear. All right, we're done.
So I kind of thought that like this girl represents like a party girl and all she wants to do is party, and the sad girl is like she's like gonna be your wife.
She's more responsible. Yeah, she represents stability. She has a ladder for you to get out.
Right.
Honestly, since they cut it off, we didn't see any negative consequences for his like the
Yeah.
one that he chose. That she could have been the right option. It's like, yeah, go get yourself a girl who like likes to dance and have fun. If a sad girl hands you a ladder, use it to get to that smoke show, dude.
What?
They did.
Just wait till that you could swim up, really.
She threw her pickaxe up at the hydrant?
Yeah, what kind of solution was that?
You're stuck in a hole, and it's like someone gives you the tool to get out, and you're like, I Stop throwing shit at me.
I'm trying to
figure out
here.
how to get out of here.
So there's a couple things I noticed. First off, Curtis, you were saying, why don't they just swim out, right?
Of course, why don't they?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's an option in this for some reason. Like, the girl, once it gets up to her neck, just kind of goes like this. But the guy, his solution isn't to tunnel, like, up diagonally. He just tunnels to the side. And I feel like the hole is still gonna fill up over there also. So he just kind of, like, walked over to the side and now is gonna drown over here instead.
It's like if they were stuck on a train track and he just moved further down the train track. It's like, that's not a solution.
You don't want to drown like on screen, I guess, because that's like unbecoming.
Right.
The lesson here is if you're on camera and you're gonna die, just move over a bit.
I guess the lesson is it's impolite to die in front of other people.
Yeah.
If you're gonna die, you should find a nice quiet place to do that. Do that shit by yourself, man. Nobody wants to see that.
Tunnel to the side with your Fortnite pickaxe, man. Get the fuck out of my sight.
If you're gonna die and you're around people, dig underground really quick. Okay, so this guy is giving
true trust.
It's true
Care?
trust, care, and love.
Oh, care.
Okay.
Oh!
And he just walks away.
Yeah.
He set the booby trap for her and he just leaves.
Damn, my girlfriend fell in a hole. I guess I'll go find another one. I guess I'll go scraping underground for another one.
I gotta get a new house, car, and job because I guess all that was fake.
Yeah, what was all that made out of? Sand?
Yeah, so it's unclear whether he actually has all these things or like these are the promises. Like, I promise I'll buy you this BMW.
I promise you a helicopter if you date me.
Come on, baby, I'll buy you a helicopter. That's all girls want, and it's honestly disgusting.
Realistically, he's only promising like a very small car, a really small helicopter, a tiny house, and a normal bag.
None of which she could fit inside of. And what's the difference between true and trust?
Babe, I promise I will always give you true. I will always give you trust.
Those are too similar. I'm gonna take the bag of money. Well, I think the way this should have ended was the guy walks away, she's stuck down there, and then the other guy who is giving her unconditional love would come and help her out, and she'd be like, "Oh, you helped me at my darkest point. I do love you," or whatever. But it just ends.
Yeah, he just kind of stands there. I think this might be like freeze framed, actually. He's literally just like a still picture, just like...
Yeah.
I've given you all I have. I'm done.
So they're digging for treasure.
Nice.
With their little jackhammers.
Do they do anything else? All they do is dig.
It's the only way they can think of to like have metaphors for life. They're like, they can only think in underground digging metaphors.
They're always talking to people like, life is a lot like holes. And they're like, not really. I gotta go film a TikTok.
Do you think if you were friends with these people and you came to them with a problem, you're like, I don't know what to do. My parents won't talk to me. They won't accept me for who I am. They'd be like, hey, buddy, just think about it this way. Like,
you're inside a big hole right now, and your parents are at the top. And you're focusing on them when you have to be digging down further into the hole. Did you know there's diamonds down there?
Wait, hold on. He's like trying to like draw everything that you're saying.
Slow down, slow down.
And who are my parents again? Oh, they're the fire hydrant.
Give your ladder to the dancing lady, okay? This is what you need to do.
How do we know each other again? Do these people not know each other? Can she just not give him the ladder when she's done? Are they competing miners digging right next to each other?
I think you're gonna want to see how this ends because it sounds like you think he's gonna get stuck in the hole, right? And that's why he shouldn't be digging down so far?
Oh, I thought he was gonna dig into it and it was gonna be filled with water. There's like a pipe there and he was gonna drown like they do in every TikTok.
Oh, that's a pipe.
Okay, Drew, not all their TikToks are the same, okay? He's not gonna drown down there.
You're right. They're all very different.
All right, let's see what happens.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
I told you.
You're right. He didn't drown. He got electrocuted.
Don't dig down too far or else you will twerk on a pipe.
Yeah, so I guess this is about greed.
Quit while you're ahead? Yeah, it's like...
Do they think everywhere is this plentiful and with like diamonds and treasure? It looks like they're on like the side of a highway.
It looks like they dug into the highway. It looks like they're in the middle of a racetrack and they're just like...
There's like cars zooming by overhead.
Okay, so what are they fucking trying to tell us? Because in some some TikToks are like, hey, don't give up because you never know. The love was just right there. And then this one's like, hey, don't keep going because you're going to die.
Easy, Buster. Don't get too greedy.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah.
Picture like a mix of this one and the one where they're digging to find each other in the middle, but when they, instead of getting to each other, they both hit an electrical pipe at the same time. Okay, so this one's a mom versus dude scenario.
Yeah.
I wonder.
That's one of the classic story types. You got man versus
Yeah.
nature, man versus man, mom versus dude.
like conflict types in stories.
Yeah, you learn that in like AP Lang or whatever. It's like you got mom versus dude.
This is a classic.
Mom remember from school.
What would that story be? Mom versus dude story. Okay. Mom versus dude. Mom gives you time. Dude gives you dancing. Okay. Mom gives you graduation cap? She homeschooling you?
Hat for hourglass?
Yeah, she's just putting a hat on the hourglass.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fancy hourglass.
Dude gives you Mai Tai.
Okay.
Oh, look at how the dude's standing now. He's like, come on, babe. What are you going to choose?
Beat
Mom
that.
or dude?
Yeah, come on, bitch.
You gonna choose school or one drink? Oh, wait, what was the first thing he gave
Yeah,
her?
I'm having a very hard time making that out.
It's like a picture of a girl dancing.
Okay.
Dude is offering her dancing. Because it's a girl dancing.
I'll let you dance.
Mom gives you time. Dude lets you dance. He's not going to dance with you, but he'll allow it. He might not even be there.
He will stand there with his arms crossed and let you dance.
And of course, the guy walked away at the end of the TikTok. These dudes are not loyal.
What is the end game for him?
Yeah, because it was never gonna work, right? She was never gonna be able to cross over the hole.
Yeah, he's just some sort of villain that kind of wanders around this weird world where he just fills holes with imaginary stuff for some reason.
Separating girls from their moms.
And when the job is done, he doesn't even take time to enjoy it. He's like trying to speed run this. All right, on to the next girl now.
Like dancing, drinks, car? Yeah? Bye.
Okay, go. Bye.
You're dead.
I got you. Go. Okay. I gotta get some water. I'm laughing so much. I'm getting lightheaded over here.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Guess me and Curtis are just gonna watch this one by ourselves. Oh wait, you have a water thing right there. I thought you had to leave the room. Shit, I look like an idiot now.
Whoa. Is that how you got Amanda to agree to date you? You like filled a hole with a water machine? She was like, hell yeah.
And then I had to buy a new one because that one was fake.
And Amanda's still in that
fell
hole.
right in.
I think that Captain Boo were like the first people I saw doing this, but there's been some other accounts that have been getting pretty popular from doing this format too. Some of them are animated.
Okay.
The caption of this one is, I'd rather be alone than have such a friend.
In the beginning, it was like
Fool!
Pull me up! No!
Oh my god.
What?
What do you think is gonna happen?
It's not enough that they're leaving her there to die. They're
Holy
going
shit.
to crush her with this boulder.
I feel like this whole thing was premeditated. I don't think this is an accident.
Holy shit, dude.
to each other, yes, we.
Oh, shit.
How did she get around that one? Oh.
Oh!
Yo, dude!
That was
Yo,
savage.
clutch.
That was
clutch of the century.
There were so many twists in that story.
I know, like, it got so dark so fast. Fool! And then they just start throwing these giant-ass boulders down there.
But she, like, airbends her way away from them up to the top. How does she avoid? The first one I see how she avoids. The second one goes right through her.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, in this world that's only two-dimensional, you can't be in front or behind something.
You can't add a third dimension where there is none.
Damn, they're just throwing their big pieces of shit at her?
Is that what those are? Those are giant pieces of poo?
What else would they be?
And I like that instead of just getting even with them at the end, like now they're on level playing field. She backs them off off a cliff and they die. The caption is, I'd rather be alone than have such a friend, but she didn't just end alone. She killed them. She's really downplaying it in the caption. Nope, now I'm just alone, and that's through my own choice, and I cut them out of my life. Friend versus husband.
Oh shit.
Is this gonna be exactly the fucking same? Where the friend gives her dancing and drinks, and the husband gives her time and school.
He give her love.
I love you.
Okay,
That's not
so
enough.
far it is the exact same things that...
Exactly the same.
Boss
I'll give
baby.
you boss baby.
Oh, he's only...
Did she fall through?
How did that not work?
Oh, she didn't fall through.
Wait, so there's no consequences for going out with your friends instead of your hanging out with your husband and having boss baby?
Well, to be fair, her husband just threw their baby into a pit. Like, maybe he's not the right guy for you.
Babe, look what I'll give you.
See? That's our baby down there.
Yeah, he may be boss baby, but he is still a baby. It's gonna do some damage.
He may own a Fortune 500 company, but he's just a wee little guy.
He's still a wee lad. Also, I like in this universe that if you aren't a dude, you're a husband. A husband cannot be a dude.
Men only have two moods, dude and husband.
Could you imagine walking through like a park or something and you see just two holes on the ground, and in one hole there's a baby, an hourglass, and a heart, and in the other there's a car and a drink?
Yeah, these are filmed in real life, right?
Exactly, they are.
Yeah, these are filmed IRL in front of a live studio audience too.
I haven't noticed any crowd noises so far. I guess they just don't really have anything.
They have no reaction.
Just like, they're just watching. Captain Boo TikToks were filmed in front of an unimpressed studio audience.
Underground again. So this is yet another account, and they're also doing the underground only thing, where all their TikToks are ground based.
Groundbreaking.
Then he's too big to get out of the hole because he was too greedy.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't matter anyway because he was getting struck by lightning through the ground. He was already gonna die.
Whoa.
6,
9?
69?
They start 69ing?
Holy shit. They turned into wolves and are 69ing.
Yeah, I wish that's how it ended. They turn into wolves and then they just start sucking and fucking.
So, this is like a Freaky Friday type situation where they like switch places. I just don't understand, why did they have to turn into wolves for this to happen?
Shouldn't the lightning have turned that other guy into a wolf in the other TikTok?
In that other TikTok, lightning strikes him and he turns into two wolves, 69ing.
The guy swims up through the water and he looks into the other hole and there's two underwater wolves 69ing.
And then they bark over, "Can we get some privacy, dude?"
Yeah, the guy's like swimming up and he is gonna say like, "Told you so," but he just looks into the hole.
Oh my god.
And there's two wolves in there. He's just like, I thought there was a guy in there. Yeah, where are they, dude? This is like Salvador Dali levels of surrealist art. They're like in the middle of the ocean, and there's a 6 on these like piled up flat stones.
They floated out to sea on these little platforms, and they're more concerned with what number this is than like getting back to land.
I love on the side of this, it says suggested accounts is Gordon Ramsay. If you went to his account, he has like the exact same style of video.
Yeah, it's Gordon Ramsay and one of his other chef friends arguing about like what ingredients should go in a dish.
Apple. It's upside down apple.
So yeah, so that's the end of the TikToks. Did you guys feel like you learned anything, or that you might want to go visit anybody?
Yeah, no, I feel like I learned more about like electricity and how lightning works. For me, I was always kind of scared of like getting struck by lightning or getting electrocuted, but if it just turns me into a wolf that's fucking itself, like that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's what I learned as well. I think that's fine. I think what I also learned was that diamonds are everywhere and you only got a lad. I didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
I'll be honest
Yeah,
with you, man. I didn't learn anything.
You guys just went on like a 3-minute rant about what everything you learned, and then you stumbled over your words once, and now you're back. Now you're taking it all back.
Yeah,
it was all a lie.
If I can't perfectly, regurgitate every single thing that I learned, I didn't learn a thing.
If everything we just said was an object, if you tried to step on it, you would fall through. It was all
it was all a lie. It's 6.
Okay, so
it's 6.
What if I came?
It's 9.
It's
Curtis,
6.
It's 9.
It's
I'm
6.
looking at it right now. It's 9.
It's 6.
Oh my god. This fucking guy.
Who gives a shit anymore?
Who cares what number this is? I'm having the time of my life.
They didn't learn to see it from each other's point of view. They just didn't care anymore. All right, well, thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you to Drew and Curtis for being in the video. Guys, thank you. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Make sure you guys subscribe to Drew and Curtis's channels as well. Otherwise, I will dig a hole and bury you in it and throw big rocks at you.
Are we still in the video? Because this is kind of awkward, man.
And Drew and Curtis are still here while I'm doing this outro. I can still cut to them at any moment. They're just sitting there while I'm doing this.
Don't use any of this footage, please.
I'm gonna use all the footage. Bye. Something strange happened to me the other day that really made me think. I was tucking my little nutcracker guy into bed like I do every night, and he said something unexpected. This came as a big surprise to me because one, I didn't know that he could make those sounds, and two, it made me realize I actually don't know the story of the Nutcracker. Despite it being a Christmas classic and Christmas being one of my favorite holidays, definitely in my top 15, and having a little Nutcracker guy in the background of almost all of my videos, I realized I've never been to see the ballet of the Nutcracker. I've never seen any of the countless movie adaptations. The only information I have to go off of is a foggy memory of an elementary school production of the Nutcracker that I was in the 3rd grade. I have vague memories of my costume being a trench coat and a top hat, me gifting a nutcracker to a little girl, and a rat king. And that's it. In my head, that is the entire plot of the Nutcracker. So that night, I decided just for him, I would learn the story of the Nutcracker, and that is how I found this movie, The Nutcracker, which has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. With reviews like one of the most misguided children's movies ever made by Liam Lacey, or do not see this movie, do not take your children to see this movie by Brian Johnson. Wait, Brian Johnson? The consensus amongst these reviews is that this movie basically desecrates the original story of the Nutcracker. It's way too dark for children and also features an absolutely hideous Nutcracker. I absolutely could not wait to watch this movie, but before I did, I figured I should probably have an idea of what the actual Nutcracker is about. So I actually decided to sit down first and watch this taping of the Nutcracker Ballet featuring a young Macaulay Culkin. Okay, I'm very excited to be watching the Nutcracker for the first time. I've never seen this play before. Is it a play? Musical? Now, like I said, I was actually in a performance of the Nutcracker when I was in the 3rd grade. I don't remember it at all. But I do know that it was a musical adaptation of the Nutcracker. There were speaking parts, the songs actually had words to them, so in my head, I sort of forgot that the actual Nutcracker is a ballet. And I spent the first like 10 to 20 minutes of this thing expecting them to start singing. This is one heck of a opening number. And they're not even singing or anything, it's just music. I bet they're gonna start singing right now. The story opens with an 1800s family Christmas party just beginning. Boys, girls, and adults alike are anxiously awaiting their time to open presents.
But first, it was time for the games to begin. And the Christmas dancing.
All right, guys, before you open your presents, it's time for the Christmas dancing. If you can't break it down for a real one, then you don't get your presents this year. Sorry. Those kids are marching their hearts out for their presents. They know if they're one step out of line, those presents are going straight in the fire. Just as you think this party can't get any better, a mysterious one-eyed man shows up with some pretty exciting presents. I think that's me. I think that's who I played in the 3rd grade.
With 3 huge boxes and a boy.
There he is. It's Macaulay. Was he invited to the party? I'm confused. What is this guy doing here?
It was her godfather, Drosselmeyer.
The mysterious Drosselmeyer is a huge hit at the party. He does some magic and unveils some spectacular machines of his own creation. Okay, so he pulled 2 adult dolls out of the box and he wound them up and now they're dancing around the room. Oh wow, he's got another one. This one's a soldier. He's like, I'm trying to sell this one to the army right now. This guy might look like he's all fun and games, but he'll kill a man. No questions asked. He just pulls out a gun and starts opening fire on them. Oh shit, he did. Oh my God. At the peak of the excitement, he unveils a 4th and, in my opinion, least interesting machine, a little wooden nutcracker.
He's a nutcracker.
Wow, just what every little girl wants. Boys love horses, girls love cracking nuts.
Who shall have him?
Sorry, he just showed you guys like precisely mechanical dancing dolls that like wouldn't be invented in real life for like 100 years. And you guys are more interested in the doll that cracks nuts in its mouth. And I'm using the term doll pretty loosely here. This guy is scary and made of wood. He gifts the nutcracker to the protagonist, Mary, but then this little freak comes out of nowhere and destroys it. No, poor handsome nutcracker man. Let's comb back his handsome hair. Can't help but notice that Nutcracker bears a striking resemblance to the man who made him. I don't like that old man just has a little boy. There's an unexplained little boy. Feels like that needs some explaining. Come with me, little boy.
And she dreamed of Godfather Drosselmeyer and his very special nephew.
Feels like the dream's taking a weird turn now. He's like, I kind of wanted to dream about the special nephew. Thank you for the doll. Where did the boy go? The boy my age? Dude, what the hell? Dude, get out of here. What are you doing up there, man? An army of rats descends upon Mary. She's scared. Drosselmeyer is doing absolutely nothing to help. Dude, are you gonna help at all? Are you in charge of the mice? Whoa, okay. Is that Macaulay Culkin? Nutcracker, we need you. You have to help fight these mice. He's like, I only crack nuts. Oh, there's something so unsettling about a young Macaulay Culkin with old man's hair and an old man's long goatee. I'll say it, he looks more creepy than the seven-headed Rat King. They should have all been fighting him. With Mary's help, he defeats the Rat King once and for all, and to celebrate, he takes Mary to the woods. All right. We did it. We killed. Whoa! Holy shit. Oh my god. That was crazy. How did they do that? All right, milady. Now that we've killed the Rat King, we can spend forever in this abandoned forest.
In the snowy forest, the snowflakes danced.
He's like, I've taken you to a forest where the snowflakes dance. And she's like, I miss my family. I miss civilization. Is there any shelter here?
News of the Prince and Marie was brought to the land of the Sugar Plum Fairy by the Christmas tree angels.
Okay. Some new lore. Hi.
One by one, the Sugar Plum Fairy brought in all the delights of her land. Hot chocolate from Spain.
Because of what they did, which is kill the Rat King, the Sugar Plum Fairy is going to award them with all the delectable sweets from all across the land. Why does the Sugar Plum Fairy, queen of like Sugarland, have such a vested interest in the rat problem at that girl's house? And it's at this point in the story where the writer sort of decided, that's probably enough story. We've been going pretty hot and heavy with the story so far. So I think we're gonna need another solid hour of just dancing to balance it out. At the end of it all, the Nutcracker and Mary fly away. And that is the story of the Nutcracker. Okay, so the dancing was very cool. The sets were very cool. Costumes, cool. That one costume change, sick. In terms of story though, there's really not much there. Most of it is dancing. So I am curious as to how they're gonna fill a 2-hour movie that, to my understanding, has no dancing with this story. Well, see, that's where I was wrong, because this movie actually does have dancing. And to answer the rest of that question, they just sort of disregard the original plot. They did not care at all. After some more research, it actually turns out this movie has a few different titles. Some sites call it The Nutcracker, others The Nutcracker in 3D. My DVD calls it The Nutcracker, The Untold Story. You know a movie's gonna be good when they have to change the title a bunch of times, like an airline changing their name after a big crash that ruins their public perception. Dude, no one wants to watch The Nutcracker. That movie sucks. Oh, No, this isn't The Nutcracker. This is The Nutcracker, the story, the one that you've never seen. The Untold Story is kind of a funny title because in a way it's admitting that it actually has nothing to do with the story of the Nutcracker. It'd be kind of like if they released a biopic about Albert Einstein called Albert Einstein, the beautiful mind of the world's smartest polar bear. Speaking of Albert Einstein, Drosselmeyer in this movie is Albert Einstein.
What's the matter, sweetheart?
No. They were for sure following him. Albert Einstein did lead the Rat King directly to this little girl. I like the insinuation that Albert Einstein has nothing else going on in this movie. We'll have to leave our kids at home while we're at the party, but who can watch them? Well, we're clearly rich. Maybe we could hire a babysitter. No, how about legendary physicist Albert Einstein? What?
Merry Christmas!
Mary's pretty down that she won't get to spend Christmas Eve with her parents, but maybe Uncle Albert's presence will make her feel a little better.
I hope you will let me make it up to you. That's a great night off my mind. And don't talk to the children.
Why isn't he allowed to talk to the children? Is that guy dangerous for children? Who is that guy? And he's gone. Okay, well, I'm stoked to see what Uncle Albert brought. I mean, Drosselmeyer had some pretty insane inventions. Imagine what Albert Einstein could come up with.
Voila.
It's beautiful.
Oh, cool. A dollhouse. No, thanks. That's awesome. I thought he was gonna bring a black hole.
That dear fellow is named Gielgud.
Cool. I don't know why they felt the need to try to give him like a cool nickname in this movie. I guess it's their way of trying to like make the Nutcracker cool for today's kids. And kids these days hate full names. And they didn't just stop there to revitalize old NC, no. Just like the original, NC is a hideous creation of wood and some sort of dark magic. But unlike the original, NC is not a nutcracker. You know how every nutcracker ever looks? You stick a nut in their little mouth opening and there's a little lever and you crank it. Not NC. His entire jaw unhinges like a snake. He's also got this kind of, I really hope they haven't found the victims look in his eyes that is very unique.
All right, children, supper time!
Uncle Albert rushes the children off to dinner, but Max immediately stops to tie his shoes. Then he decides, man, all that tying my shoes really wore me out, but dinner's all the way in the other room. If only I had, I don't know, like 3 walnuts? Perfect! Everything is relative. This movie might have a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, but surely there are movies with lower scores, right?
Right!
This song is full of a bunch of really awesome lyrics.
This is that, these are those.
And beautiful dancing.
What to scream, what's ideal, what to feel, no one really knows.
I like these kids, dude. They were like, oh, you didn't come up with any choreography? You didn't want to put in the work? No, that's all right. We know what to do.
What's ideal?
Why don't you come live with us? Tuck me in every night.
I'm always with you, dear.
Can you tell us the Nutcracker story?
Damn, what happened to I'm always with you? Guess that was sort of relative too. Mary. Ah! He's huge! No, Mary, you screwed up. Oh God, he's hideous.
You did it.
This is a nightmare.
You're really special.
Sorry, what did she do exactly? She didn't believe. She picked you up and you started yapping and barking orders at her.
Careful, put me up somewhere high in the room. Mary!
At this point, I was actually kind of glad that the original ballet didn't have any words, because it turns out I don't like the way the Nutcracker sounds.
You could imagine that I'm really alive.
And not just that, he's also super mean in this movie. The second he comes to life, he starts sprinting around the room and ranting about how he needs to take military action and come up with a plan.
I have to act. And now I need a plan.
Mary tries to help him and he's like, ugh!
What's the plan? Oh, it needn't concern you. Girls are no good at military strategy.
He starts arguing with her like they're an old married couple.
Where are you going? I just told you. To the doll's house. How ungrateful men can be.
Don't look at me. I'm hideous. I'm some kind of handsome little boy, not a scary wooden doll at all. NC is actually the prince of some kind of faraway kingdom who was cursed by the Rat Queen to look like a hideous nutcracker. Did the curse also, like, make him super annoying, or?
You did it.
What did she do? She just stood there again. I am happy for the kid, don't get me wrong. Stuck as a device that just gets whole nuts shoved into its mouth on the regular does not sound fun. Even while he was wooden, he was 100% not enjoying that. I don't think that was a suspicious look in his eyes anymore. I think that was a cry for help. Just when you think the rats are silly, they introduce you to the concentration camp they created for the humans.
Take them to the smoke factory! Welcome to paradise.
Sorry, Snow Fairy, how exactly is this little girl gonna help defeat the Rat Kingdom?
But with you here, Mary, we might just have a chance to defeat her.
Things seem pretty far gone at this point. I don't think you were just missing one 6-year-old girl. And furthermore, what is all of this Nazi and Holocaust imagery doing in a Nutcracker adaptation for children? This is a movie that's supposed to be set in the 1800s, about a little doll that comes to life. But no, please, throw Rat Hitler, a real Jewish man, and terrorism into the mix.
We caught them trying to blow up the palace.
Also, is this movie set in Germany? It's got Albert Einstein in it, but he's the only person with a German accent.
You appear to be slipping, old guy.
Well, yeah, I don't know why you didn't just kill him. It's kind of a vague gesture to just turn him into a nutcracker that can turn back into a real boy if a little girl so much as holds him.
You did it.
The Rat Queen recurses NC and then sends an army to knock over the Christmas tree, which immediately wakes Mary up. You know what's weird? Why does NC even have a different voice when he's the Nutcracker? He's just like a drastically different being altogether. He's rude. Why couldn't he have just been voiced by the kid the whole time and like nice the whole time? Now, it might seem like the whole thing was just a dream, but everything that happened in the dream has actually happened in real life. The Christmas tree did fall over. NC is laying on the ground. So there is some sort of crossover between the dream realm and reality. That's crazy. It's almost like you gave your niece a bewitched doll and led a rat army to her house.
Mary has become unmanageable. You do nothing but fill her head with fairy stories.
Yeah, so the reason there's a dark cloud over the whole city is apparently because rats hate the sun. So they set up these camps where they burn children's toys to keep the sky dark. They bring this up over and over again like it's the scariest thing ever.
You do know the rats burn toys.
Like it's the scariest thing the rats do. It is not. It's not even close. I feel like the creators of the film have no idea what is scary to kids. That's where the Rat King lives. You know he doesn't like teddy bears, don't you? Yeah, he's Rat Hitler. He's hideous. He has a hideous heart that hates little toys. He kills people. Mary just saved NC from getting burned in the incinerator, but he won't wake up. Don't get me wrong, I am so happy for them, but could one of them explain it to me? And so the day was saved, and Uncle Albert actually went on to win a Nobel Prize in physics. Okay. Oh, okay, well, you're welcome. Oh no. Finally! This is Love on a Leash. I think it is the worst movie I have ever seen. Other movies I've watched on this channel have had their issues. Sure. They've had plot holes. They've had terrible pacing. They've had Noah Centineo, yeah. But this movie, Love on a Leash, is just different. This movie fails in every possible category. This movie is bad at even being a movie. Look at the poster. You can probably tell what the movie is about just by looking at the poster. And yes, it is as bad as you think. This movie came out in 2011. It is about a woman falling in love with a dog. It's sort of like Beauty and the Beast. And you'd think, oh, it's not a beast, it's just a dog. So maybe he won't be as bad as the Beast. No, he's way worse than the Beast. You're gonna hate this dog by the time the movie is over. And this movie has a lot of not great themes, so please be cautious while watching this movie. It's nothing like graphic. I'm not gonna show anything that would be like rated R, but just beware. Now, if you think I'm over exaggerating about how bad this movie is, let's just take the intro, for example, because this movie starts with utter silence. We get this opening montage with no music, no sound, just dog. And it lasts for a cool 1 minute and 12 seconds before we get any sort of dialogue, and that is because this movie has no soundtrack. And you might be thinking like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. Kind of like an avant-garde choice to intentionally make a film with no music throughout. And I don't think it was intentional, because there's definitely spots where there's supposed to be music. Also, in the opening credits, there is a composer credited. Wait, the composer's name is Peter Davison? Ooh, skeet! Can this motherfucker keep his hands out of anything? Try not ruining one movie, Pete Davidson. Okay, just kidding, but seriously, why is there a composer credited? Did they have a soundtrack composed for this movie and then just forget to put it in? Did Peter Davison take their money and then ghost them? And then putting him in the credits is like a slight dig at him? Oh yeah, you like the soundtrack in this movie? You like the ambiance that it adds? Thanks so much. Peter Davison did it. If you have a movie and you want to hire someone who you will pay thousands of dollars to, only for them to run off to Greece with your wife, then hire Peter Davison. But enough talking about the soundtrack, because there is none. It's time to meet our protagonist, a horny dog named Alvin Flang.
Where are the ladies at?
Gross. In this opening montage, we see Alvin walking around the park a little bit, supposedly looking for girls.
Oh, here is one.
Being homophobic.
Hey, lay off, man. I'm not gay.
And then getting rejected by a girl.
Ugh, that's messed up. It's because I'm a dog, isn't it?
That she doesn't want to fuck you? Yeah, dude, I think it's because you're a dog. While recovering from this brutal rejection, Alvin goes over to a pond to sulk, and the pond starts talking to him.
Come back. Find a girl.
Girl?
If she only loves you, you may have a chance.
Find a girl? That's my specialty.
So as you might have noticed, this movie starts off with zero context whatsoever. We don't know who the fuck this dog is. We don't know why he has a human brain. We don't know where Peter Davison is and when he's gonna send over the finalized soundtrack for the movie. And the director just assumes that we, as the audience, have enough info to go off of to be on the dog's side here. Okay, first off, tell us why he's a dog. I'm not gonna root for this guy unless you tell me why he's cursed to be in a dog's body. There's obviously a reason, and I'm not just gonna start rooting for a horny, homophobic dog for no reason. But I guess I'm just kind of special like that. And you might think, oh, they're probably about to explain it, right? But no. It's like halfway into the movie before they finally tell you what the fuck is up with this dog and why he's a dog. Anyway, so now he's off to find a girl that's in love with him. And first off, can I just say, this movie came out in 2011, and they definitely had better cameras than this in 2011. This movie was clearly made on like a shoestring budget. This movie gives off the vibe that like all the actors are just the director's friend. This dog is just the director's dog. The dog is clearly not like a professionally trained dog actor. The dog just kind of does whatever, and then they add in human voiceover over it to kind of explain what the dog is thinking, which 9 times out of 10 does not match up with what the dog is doing. Okay, so he's on his quest. The pond has given him a mission. He can maybe change into a human if he finds a girl. This is the main mission of the movie. He's gotta find a girl and get her to fall in love. Just one quick question. How is he supposed to do that? That's gross. And even if he does somehow find a girl that's into dogs, do you have any idea how pissed off she's gonna be when he turns from a dog into a human? She's gonna be so mad. Anyway, he finds this girl named Lisa, and he decides to get her attention by making himself look all dirty and beaten up, and she ends up taking him into her home. Lisa is introduced as kind of a traditional girl. She has a friend who's always trying to get attention from guys, and it doesn't matter what kind of guy she gets attention from. She's always going out and partying, but Lisa is different. Lisa is waiting for the right man to come along and sweep her off her feet. And this summer, the right man just might be a fucking dog. Next, we get to see Lisa at work. She works at a department store and she's helping this woman try on a dress.
Ma'am, I told you that dress was too small for you.
No, it's because I'm sweaty.
Why do I feel like those sound effects weren't in the script? Why do I feel like the script didn't say woman tries on dress and farts in the camera? I feel like that wasn't written in. I feel like the actor didn't know that was gonna happen. Seems very mean. Seems especially mean when you remember that the person who edited the sound in this movie literally didn't do anything else. He didn't add in music, that's for sure. He was just like, this woman's big butt makes fart noises, and then he went home.
Miss, I'm sorry. This dress is too tight for you. I can't sell it to you.
What? Okay, I feel like they want to make Lisa seem like the reasonable one here. Like the lady is being totally unreasonable, but this is kind of fucked up, right? To be like, no, I can't sell you this dress, sorry. It doesn't fit you and it never will. So, sorry, maybe lose a few pounds before you come back into my store.
How about being my roommate? Huh?
Okay, you pay the rent and I'll sniff my butt.
Okay, wait. Is Alvin Flang a human trapped in a dog's body? Or is he just a dog? Because that was a very dog thing to say. They haven't explained anything yet. So in the lore of this movie, like, is this just how all dogs are? All dogs have these like human internal monologues and want to turn into humans so they can have romantic relationships with humans? Or is he a human trapped in a dog's body who just happens to like sniffing his butt? From there, Alvin and Lisa start to share some very fond memories, like Lisa trying to name him Prince and him insisting that his name is Alvin Flang.
My name is Alvin Flang.
Well, okay, maybe something a little more class.
Like Alvin Flang.
And Lisa joking that he should buy her a dress, and him saying that he'd rather kill himself.
I can't afford it, unless you're buying.
I'd rather kill myself.
What's funny about that line is that the thing that would make him want to kill himself isn't being cursed to live your entire life as a human trapped in a dog's body. It's buying a dress for a pretty girl. Over the course of the movie, there are a few other men that pursue Lisa romantically. There's Kyle, who she works with, and there's Frank, who kind of stalks her while she works. And because Lisa's having a hard time finding a husband, she decides, you know what, I'll go on a date with these guys. So she goes on a date with Frank, and on their first date, he ends up bringing his mom, who just grills her the entire time.
Lisa, my grandson is only 10 years old, and we're very anxious to find a stepmother for him. This child has been raised using the latest scientific technology in nutrition, education, and psychology.
What does that mean? This child was raised by robots. He needs another human in his life. He is cold, hollow, and violent. He needs to learn love from a human woman. Many women have tried and unfortunately met their demise.
He has an IQ of 170.
Yeah, no shit. We raised him using the latest technology. He's not just any regular iPad baby, okay? We used the newest iPad, so that makes him very smart.
And to be certain that he grows up to become president of the United States, we must ask a specific request to any prospective stepmother. She cannot have any children of her own.
What?
Furthermore, in order for her to not become pregnant, she must agree to have her tubes tied before the marriage.
Saying we need to make certain implies that they're already like pretty sure that the son is gonna be president. They just need to make sure all their ducks are in a row, which I guess is fair. They have been using the coolest, latest doodads. They raised this kid in a self-driving Tesla, baby. What is this logic? Is every president an only child? I don't even follow what she's saying with this. Maybe she doesn't want Lisa's attention divided between multiple children, but this is just such a weird plot development. This has nothing to do with what's going on in the movie. How is a man trapped in a dog's body the least interesting thing that's happening in this movie right now? So obviously this date doesn't go well, so she ends up going on a date with Kyle, where Kyle comes over, tells Lisa that he's gay, but he still wants to get married because his family will disown him if he doesn't marry a woman, and he's very rich, so he can provide for her. All in all, Lisa is not having good luck with men, but this summer, she might have good luck with a fucking dog. What happens next in this movie is insane and very uncomfortable. After Kyle leaves, Lisa's just chilling, and her manager from the store comes in, very drunk, and tries to have his way with Lisa.
Lisa. Back off, she's mine.
Okay, dude, that's a pretty insane thing to say when a girl is getting assaulted, right?
You're fired.
I quit.
Now I'm the king of the castle.
This is such a weird moment to infuse like a comedic relief dog with the plot. This movie just got so dark, and the dog is like, guess I'm the only guy left around here now, huh? Guess I'm sort of king of the castle. Yeah, bro, I hate you. Ever thought about that? Ever thought about the fact that you suck ass so hard?
King of the castle. King of the castle that's also a dog and lives in a house that is green.
Why is he gay? Why is Kyle gay?
Sorry, that's what she's taking away from all this? Huh? Why is Kyle gay? Bro, there are more pressing issues right now. What is the writer of this movie doing? Anyway, she's completely broken down at this point. She ends up running outside into the rain, sitting down in the grass, crying with her dog, and she decides, you know what? That's it. No more men. Men are nothing but trouble. All I want is my dog.
From now on, no more men. I'm gonna stay with you. Only you. We'll live together forever.
Shebang!
I think that might be my favorite transition of all time. As a dog, he yells, shebang! So you'd think that as a human, he'd be standing there all proud of himself, maybe like, shebang! But he's just looking down at her with the blankest stare. Uh-oh. He doesn't look like he's got any thoughts behind those eyes. Maybe he was just a dog all along, and now he's a human with a dog brain. From here, the movie makes a super strange tonal shift from like a goofy comedy to like this really intense romance movie where they're in the rain. For some reason, Alvin, who now only goes by Prince for some reason, for the rest of the movie, they pretty much exclusively refer to him as Prince. He is not a goofy dog anymore. He's this like romantic romantic man who's like, I just want to be your husband now. Let me love you. The guy who plays the human version of Prince isn't even the same guy that did the voice of the dog. And they act way different. He went from being like, hey, scratch my belly, babe. I'm trying to get laid. To like acting like Anakin Skywalker from Attack of the Clones.
I don't like Sam.
And I don't know about you guys, but I miss the old Prince. This one's probably not even horny all the time.
Don't be afraid. It's really me, your dog.
Don't be afraid. You have no reason to be afraid. It's me, your dog. If my dog did this, I would be fucking terrified. Hey, don't worry, it's me. The one who tries to hump your leg all the time, it's me. Don't worry, I'm a man, I'm a grown man now. And I still wanna fuck your leg. So they're standing in the rain. Lisa is so confused that she passes out for like 3 seconds. She is not taking this well, but we do finally get an explanation as to why Prince was a dog.
In my past life, I was punished for being a cheating playboy. I was cursed to live as a dog.
Oh, so it's like a reincarnation thing. Finally, they explain this. At first, I thought that it was like in the same lifetime. Like he got cursed to be a dog in this lifetime. But no, it's a reincarnation thing. I am confused about the lore of the movie. Does that mean this could happen with any dog? Are all dogs like used to be people that fucked up in this life and now they're dogs? Or are some dogs maybe like a hamster that did really good in its life? Which I would imagine is probably a lot of hamsters. I feel like it's pretty hard to fuck up as a hamster. I wouldn't think there's much expectations of a hamster, really. It's all about expectations.
Let me be your husband.
God, thanks for answering my prayer. You're my husband.
What? Huh? Okay, so that's all it takes? She's like, yeah, I guess you were a pretty good dog who I met just weeks ago. Sure, you're my husband now. So they end up getting married. They decide to live together. They spend the night together, but that's when this movie goes completely off the rails. I thought this was like the main plot line. He found love, now he's a human forever. Nope, the curse is not broken, and you will not guess how this movie ends. The next day, Prince wakes up, and he's a dog again. So he goes back to the pond to find out why.
You lied to me. I'm still a dog.
You're just using her now.
So the magic pond is like, you were just using her to break the curse. And to be fair to Prince, like, yeah, no shit. He didn't want to be a dog anymore, so he did what you said to do to break the curse. They fell in love, dude. You can't be like, well, you only did that because I told you to. And it's like, yeah, you didn't really give him a choice, did you? So now the pond tells him that he'll only be a human when the sun is not shining. And in order to become a human full time, he has to be a real man and provide for his wife. This movie has very traditional views of what it means to be a man. What is this pond? What magic is this? Is this God? It kind of seems like she's a liar. She keeps adding on caveats to what he needs to do to become a human. She's like, okay, you found love, but you still don't have a joint bank account. So now you will be cursed to be a dog only every other day, except the last Tuesday of the month. This whole situation causes a lot of shenanigans to ensue. He's got to figure out how to make money. He's got to like meet Lisa's family, but he can only come out when the sun's not shining, otherwise he'll turn back into a dog like he does in this scene.
Dad, Prince just became a dog. Big deal. I'm Alvin Schwein. How stupid. What kind of idiot doesn't know how to swim? All right, grab on, you pizza-faced cinderblock.
Pizza-faced cinderblock? Dude, that's so mean. What the hell is up with this dog? Why is his dog persona so vastly different than his human persona? Every time he turns back into a dog, he's like, what, you never seen a man turn into a dog before? Fuck you, I'm Alvin Flame. Screw you and this ugly-ass broad. I'm out of here, dude. Okay. We're here. We're at the end of the movie. We have arrived. Do you want to know what happens? Prince, I guess, just can't seem to figure out this whole like providing for his wife thing. And to be fair, he is a dog most of the time. But he realizes, wait, maybe if I just die, I'll be reincarnated as a human. A pretty bold assumption, honestly. They don't explain why they would think that. It seems like he has absolutely no reason at all to think that's true. The pond never said that, and I'm pretty sure she's God. It seems like she makes the rules. But he turns into a dog, he runs off, and he gets hit by a car. Ah, the old Marmaduke special, ending the movie with a dead dog. And this summer, she might just find luck with a dead dog. And you know what's interesting about all this? Is that at one point in the movie, he actually does buy her that dress from earlier. So I guess the prophecy was kind of true in a way. He did buy her the dress, and he did kill himself. So then we flash forward to years later, the movie says, and Lisa is old as hell. It looks like maybe like 20, 30 years have passed. And Prince, who has been reincarnated and then lived his whole ass life, so he's now as old as he was when he died before, shows back up.
What took you so long to come back?
Lisa, it's better that you don't know.
He turned old. The love made him turn old. Or the magic or the pond made him turn old. I don't know. I don't understand any of the lore in this movie. One thing's for sure though, dude. Do not let this guy turn back into a dog now, because he'd still be like 80 years old. And that is too old for a dog.
I have a dog training business. And naturally, it's very successful.
I guess you could say I know what dogs like, and I know how to reward them. You see, they're all former sex criminals.
I live a very comfortable life, but...
Okay, weird flex. I'm actually really rich now, by the way. And that, folks, is the end of the movie. He kills himself, and that, apparently, outsmarts the pond. Moral of the story? Pretty easy to outsmart a pond. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fans here on YouTube. And to join Greg, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.